Hi, everyone. I'm just getting situated on my Riverside because I went to... Hi, Tiffany. How are you? How are you, darling? I'm going to have to put my earbuds in for a second. How are you, darling? I'm going to have to put my earbuds in for a second. A little bit late. Hi, Quincelin. I am just a little bit late. Oh, you know what? That actually doesn't work. How does that not work like that? Okay, I can move that here. Okay, come on in, guys. Come on in. Hi, everybody. Look, everybody's coming in. How many of you guys got my notice about... Sorry to move this because this drives me crazy. How many of you guys got my notice about tonight's class? Hi, Dana. Dana. So, Dana, you registered, but I couldn't tell if you turned in a pitch deck or not. So let me know because I can bump you onto the list. Right now, we have quite a few folks. So I'm going to join studio and great. I love... Hi, Sue. You guys are coming in. I love it. Okay, I'm also just setting up on... let's see, on on Riverside. There you go. And I'm going to turn that light off behind me. Hi, guys. I don't like the overhead light. The other light in the background's fine, but the overhead light drives me bonkers, honey. Drives me absolutely bonkers. Hi, everyone's in here. Okay, you guys, here I have my list. So I'm going to give you the list of people that I have that are going to participate in doing their homework out loud. Alien Superstar. Hi, Zaraya. Okay, so Kezia, if you're in here, I'm pulling up your homework tonight. Monique, aka Mo Love, you just popped in. I'm pulling up your homework. Dia, if you're in here, I am pulling up your revised homework. And Nancy, if you're in here, I'm pulling up your work. Your work is actually very different than everyone else's approach, so I kind of am excited to talk to you about it. Then, of our registered people, that registered, I don't necessarily know if they have turned in homework or not, or they just wanted to register for the event. So I have I Am Sade, Coffee and Cocktails, Blue Star, and Dana Noel, and I know you're in here. Nash, if you want to go, just remind me. I'm going to put you at the end of this, okay? And just remind me what your pitch is, and then I can pull it up. Okay, guys, okay. I'm also recording in Riverside FM, so give me a second to get that situated too. Because I'm trying to get this content to everybody, but get it in a way that is not cray-cray on me. Okay? Also, have you noticed my hair? I did a twist out today. I think it looks cute, but I just don't know how to, shape it at this point. But, you know. Steph is on it. Steph, you are on it. Oh, I need to talk to you guys before we get started, too. I want to talk to you guys about... our tiers on Patreon, because I've been adding some things. Right now, they don't affect anyone at all. But before we do our interview with Nicole Toussaint is her name. She is one of the executive producers for Night Agent. Sorry, my dog's trying to get into any and everything because I won't let him in my room right now. And I'm not letting him in my room because while I'm on here, he starts pulling my clothes out. Pulls my clothes out. Anyways, so, hi everyone. Hi, blessed afternoon, everyone. So what was I saying? Oh, Patreon tiers. Harrison Bartholomew Jenkins. So I'm switching up our Patreon tiers. Before we do Night Agent, before that interview, I'm going to officially close off our class. And anyone outside of the people that are already registered on Patreon in our free tier, anyone past that's not signed up has to sign up for a paid tier in order to get access to all of the stuff that we're doing. But I'm not going to do that until the 15th. So if you're already part of it, go to the link in my bio. You can find it. I don't know, Steph, if you can find an eloquent way to say that and then post it. But if you go to the link, if it link in my bio, click on it. It says Stan Store on my bio. Click on that. You'll see my name pop up. Another site will pop up. My name will be right there, Jilly Willy Productions. And under that, you'll see a link for TikTok, a link for YouTube, and then you'll see a link that just has an actual link there. Click that. That is our Patreon. That's how you join our Patreon, okay? Yes, Sue, my dog, he has a first, middle, and last name. His name is Harrison Bartholomew Jenkins. And Jenkins is not my last name. But, I just had to. It just made sense to me to do that. Okay, so I have this mic, but this is for Riverside FM. This isn't for you guys. So you guys probably won't notice a difference. But how is everyone doing tonight? I know most Black pet owners have first, middle, last name. Usually the last name is the same as theirs, but I don't know. Harrison Bartholomew Jenkins just felt right. So that's what we're doing. Okay, you guys, so here's what's happening for today's class. Today's class is a mini class, okay? We're going to do a small lesson, and it's going to be not what is on the syllabus for this week. We're going to venture off the syllabus just a tad bit, and we're going to do a little mini lecture. Okay, and then we will spend the rest of the time going over the homework and just doing like a live interaction with that. So I'm going to be pulling people up on my live who have turned in their homework, and we're going to talk about it. We did this on Sunday. It was so much fun. I actually loved it. And if every class was this, I would absolutely love it, except we have to have class so that we can have homework so that you guys can then do that. So then we can get on live and do that. Okay, so today's class, we are starting with, oh wait, let me read the names again. I'm going to read the names of everyone that I have on my list. Throughout the course of this, if you want to be added to the list, Steph is the person you need to respond to. Like you need to @ Steph, let her know you want to be added to the list. And then Steph, you just kind of signal me if someone wants to come on, and then I'll figure out, who they are. Alicia, how are you, darling? Okay, so I'm reading the homework list again. These are people that I will be calling up on my live during this class, okay? Kezia, Monique, aka Mo Love, Dia, Official Lady, which is the revise, which I'm really excited about. Nancy, if you're in here. I am Sharday, if you're in here. Coffee and Cocktails, if you're in here. Blue Star, if you're in here. Dana Noel. I know Dana's in here, but Dana, I don't know if you turned in homework or not, so just let me know. And then Nash, hear me out. I put you on the list, okay? So we'll figure out what your pitch deck is, and we'll go over that. But first, our lesson for today. Oh, look at that. Yes. Let Steph know if you want to be part of it. Okay, so we're going to officially start class right now. Today on our mini lesson, we were originally going to go into summary and synopsis and what the difference between those two things are and how to build out your synopsis. From that ocean, your synopsis is still part of a drink of water, but it's more in depth, okay? So we were going to do that this week, but this week, we're going to switch to understanding buyer mandates for television. I feel like this is something we could talk about at any point in time, but I kind of want to talk about it now that you guys are really excited about creating stuff, and your homework shows me that you guys are excited about the creative part, and I want us to also simultaneously learn the business part. So that's why this is just going to be a little mini lesson, because we're all artists. We are not business people. I mean, you might be, but I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about my shit. So I always have to research business stuff and be mindful of the business side. And I want you guys to automatically have that. Oh, okay. Let's see. Dana, you are Brewhaven. And it's under the human experience. Okay, let's see. I just want to get that. Brewhaven human experience. Okay, so I just added you to the list. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right, Sav? Erica Badu said it best. I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. Okay. Also re-quoted by Beyonce, famously, who won Best Album of the Year. So shout out to Beyonce. Okay, so understanding buyer mandates for television. This is probably one of the more boring topics for me, but I want to teach it to you guys, and it's going to be a condensed version of it just because this is a really quick lesson, but I want you to keep it in mind whenever you're at that stage when you're building out your pitch decks, okay? So understanding buyer mandates. What are buyer mandates? Do we have any takers in the chat who knows what a buyer's mandate is? What is buyer mandates? What do I mean by buyer mandates for television shows? I don't see anyone in the chat. Yes, Anita Verse. What they are, of course, Anita. Of course, Anita knows. Requirements you need. Yes, the things buyers are looking for. Shot in the dark, but that was a pretty good shot in the dark. Requirements you need for someone to buy your show. Exactly. So I'm going to give you the bona fide definition, okay? Buyers mandates are defined as the specific types of content that networks, studios, and streaming platforms are actively seeking. Okay, so an emphasis on actively seeking because those buyer mandates can shift, they ebb and flow quite often, especially since the introduction of streamers. Hold on one second. Hold on 1 second, guys. I don't know where I put my other phone. Hold on 1 second. I'll be right back. I'm right here. I'm not going to pause it, so don't watch me walk away. I don't know. Oh, it's right here. Ha 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 ha. Okay, I didn't go far. But I have my heat up to 80, and that's just because I have no idea why I have my heat up to 80. Okay, I have no idea why I have my heat up to 80. Oh, did you see Harrison? Oh, of course, Nash. Okay, so what do I mean by buyer mandates? Buyer mandates, it's defined as the specific type of content that networks, studios, and streaming platforms are actively looking for. So that's the definition. In layman's terms, in very simple terms, what it's the pattern of what each network or stream is looking for in their work. For example, if you have the Disney Channel, you can automatically know that there's going to be some family stuff, right? You're going to have family. A really easy one is Hallmark. You know, the Hallmark movie channel, we know they're going to want Christmas movies. We know they're going to want romance. They're basically going to want Harlequin romance novels turned into movies. And so that is just kind of like a really simple way to identify buyer mandates, but they do actually have a list of things that they are looking for, and that can ebb and flow throughout the year, and it can change annually depending on, the trends and what's going on in the world. Okay. Specific types of content that networks and streaming platforms are currently looking for. Sue, and I am stressing currently looking for because that's going to change often. Okay. It's networks and streaming services. It's going to change. So you want to be on top of it and you want to know what it is. Okay. So things that we're going to cover today in this mini lesson. What are buyer mandates? We already gave you a definition, but we're going to go into what it means for you as a creative, how to analyze networks and streamers' mandates to tailor pitches effectively. Okay, so once we understand what these networks are looking for, you can learn how to tailor your pitch to what they're looking for. because sometimes you have a pitch, but it doesn't quite, they don't see how it fits into their buyer mandates, but you may understand that. You may be able to tweak it a little bit so that it does, and it's a little bit clearer, okay? We also are going to do a workshop activity in the class today in our little mini lesson. You guys are going to come up with, I'm going to give you guys some buyer mandates for a specific streamer. And then you guys are going to come up with a 1-sentence pitch that fits the mandate. Okay? Just a one-liner. Like almost like a tagline, but like, more of a log line. And then you are going to have a homework assignment. Your homework assignment is to research and summarize the buyer mandates of one network/streaming platform of your choice. And then once you identify what network or streamer you want to use, then you're going to identify a TV show on that platform that perfectly fits the platform's mandates and give me a little reason why. Okay, that sounds like a lot, but it's not. Trust me, this is still a mini lesson. Sue, I'll repeat it again once we get to that point, but this is a mini lesson, so we're going to go pretty quickly, okay? So, introduction to buyer mandates. How mandates can vary from platform to platform. I'm going to give you guys some known buyer mandates, okay? I'm going to give you the definition again, and then we're going to go into identify 3 sets of buyer mandates that I think you guys could easily identify and understand, what networks I'm talking about. So buyer mandates outline the specific type of content that networks and streaming services are actively seeking. Remember, I keep emphasizing actively seeking to acquire or to develop, okay? So mandates outline the specific types of content that networks and streaming services are actively looking to acquire or develop, okay? And I want to make the distinction between acquiring and developing. Acquiring, you may have a full-fledged project ready to go, and then they are just acquiring that project, almost like a distributor, and then they just air it. Or they may acquire the IP for that. And versus development, where you come in with an idea that needs development. So then they go, hey, I see the vision here. Let's let our team take a hold of it and develop it into something, okay? So that's the definition, but it's all while specific mandates can vary and are often confidential, okay? They are often confidential. General trends can be observed based on recent industry developments. Okay, I'm going to repeat that last part because this is going to be part of your homework. Specific mandates can vary from network to network and even within the network from year to year or quarter to quarter. It is often confidential, meaning you're not going to locate a list of buyer mandates for some network that's like ping, 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 right? You can surmise, they will give you enough information. You can find enough information where you can surmise what those buyer mandates are. And then you can understand that this is what this network or this stream service is looking for specifically, or the direction that they're moving in. A lot of times you can assess that just by watching the network, just by understanding how the network moves. It's usually when they shift that people have to kind of figure that out. And when that happens, believe it or not, they actually do make announcements, but it's not in a traditional way, like a news article or like they're not going to post a blog about it, okay? Specific managers can vary from network to network. It is often, it is often confidential. But what you can do, and I'm going to show you guys, sort of tell you guys how to find these mandates or close enough to the mandate so that you can kind of figure out what they are. But it's just sometimes you can observe general trends. Sorry, you guys. My lips are a little plump. So I'm not talking as clearly as I usually do. So forgive me. Okay. So, and also buyer mandates is like using industry jargon for me. I don't typically use it because I avoid it. Like a lot of times within the room, we already know what we're talking about. So you don't have to specifically say the jargon. But also I like to demystify the industry, and to do that, you kind of have to let go of specific industry jargon. So I don't use the terms often, but I want you guys to be very familiar with them so that you understand how to navigate in this world, okay? So known buyer mandates. I'm going to read this to you one more time. Buyer mandates outline the specific types of content that networks and streaming services are actively seeking to acquire and or develop. And while specific mandates can vary and are often confidential, general trends can be observed based on recent industry developments. Okay? A good example of this is the 2008 writer's strike. Reality TV, unscripted TV came in like gangbusters. Like all of a sudden, it was all about reality TV. And so every sort of network, and this is pre-streamers, I think Netflix was still like sending you DVDs at this point, but every network in some regards was looking for, you guys, oh my God, I just realized the mic has been off this whole time. So I have been recording and no audio has been going through to my computer. I'm rather irritated, but that's okay. The show must go on. The show must go on. Okay. So I'll just do like a repeat at the end of this, but you're fine. Okay. So when 2008, when the writer's strike, all of the mandates essentially were some sort of reality or unscripted show. Oh, thank you, Alien Superstar. Because that's what the trend was. Those were the recent industry developments because they were cheap. They were quick to put together. It didn't require unions. It didn't require a lot of like hubba love. It didn't require a lot of things going on. So that was an easy sort of buyer's mandate to notice and see as the industry as it developed in the industry. Okay, I know. Thank you guys. It happens. Let's just go on with the show, right? Okay, so I'm going to give you guys 3 buyer mandates for 3 different companies, okay? Legendary Rap first. Why don't we just start with Netflix then? Okay, so Legendary Rap versus Netflix is heavy on documentaries, seems like. And that is an excellent observation because here are their buyer mandates. They have, well, actually, let me back it up a little bit. Buyer mandates usually come in 3 categories, okay? They have general focus, target audience, and content strategy. Okay, so I'm going to repeat that again. Our buyer mandates usually come in 3 general categories. General focus, meaning what their overall appeal is. Target audience can be meaning who their demographic is already and how a show can add to that demographic or attract that demographic or speak to that demographic. And then content strategy. Maybe they want to focus on a type of content, the way it's shot, the way it's structured, the format. Maybe that's something that they're looking for. So generally there are 3 topics, okay? And just remember the things that I'm emphasizing, it's usually because I'm going to ask you these things and it might be on a pop quiz. I'm just saying. Okay, so let's do a quick recap before I get into this because we are going to start with Netflix. Okay, known buyer mandates. What are known buyer mandates? If you guys can give me a little something in the comments, what do I mean by buyer mandates? AJ, no, this is a mini lesson. It's like a little extra lesson, so it's not in the guide. You are getting this live and raw, impromptu almost from earlier today when I decided that I want to also give you guys a little bit of the business side and a little more insight into what a producer or a development person is looking and thinking and listening for within your pitch. Okay, so here's the question in the comments. What do I mean by buyer mandates? E-bold, specific type of content that a network is actively seeking. Yes, with the emphasis on actively seeking. Content that is the focus of a particular streaming network. Yes. Give me one more. I want to know somebody else has it. Somebody else in the comments, specific content companies are currently looking for. Yes. Maybe this is going a mini guide for the business side of things. Yes, exactly, Steph. I think that was kind of the motivation this morning. I realized that I focus on the creative because I love the creative, but I also want you guys to understand the business side of it and understand the jargon. So I was going to make a little like addendum sort of guide to it, or maybe expand out the guide even more. So this may be in the next guide. Okay, darling. Okay, so you guys understand buyer mandates. I'm going to read the definition one more time just to make sure, and also because my mic wasn't on before, so sorry. Buyer mandates outline the specific type of content that networks and streaming services are actively seeking to either acquire and or develop. And while specific mandates can vary and are oftentimes confidential, general trends can be observed based on industry developments, okay? Those buyer mandates usually come within 3 general categories. Genre focused, meaning a certain network or streaming service or production company may only want documentaries, or they may only want horror films, or they may only want comedies, or they may only want musicals. So that meaning it's genre focused. Target audience is a second category, meaning they know their audience, they know who they provide content for, they know who the ad dollars are looking for, and that is who they want to go to. So they want content that speaks to that audience. The third category is content strategy. Content strategy there could be a focus on the type of content, right? So it could be maybe we only want game shows, or specifically we only want game shows that are 30 minutes with 4 acts and that's it. Or it could say we want stand-up comedy and that's all we want. So it's different than genre focus, and it's more about a strategy. Like they may want to buy up all the stand-up comedy shows, just buy them all up so there's no competition. And that may be one of their strategies. Okay. So now let's talk about 3 networks in particular. We are talking about, no, I did not talk about Natasha Rothwell's show being canceled by Hulu. We will get into that, but we want to get through our mini lesson first. Netflix, Disney Plus, and HBO Max. Okay, we're going to go over those mandates. I feel like those cover a wide range of content and genres between us in the class. Okay, so Netflix, genre focus. You guys can easily guess this for Netflix. Netflix continues to invest heavily in diverse genres, including international content, documentaries, and original films. Okay, so their genre focus is to be diverse, which is kind of not a focus, but it is a focus. They want to be diverse, but they also, that includes international content. I'm personally on Korean content Netflix. If I watch one more Korean soap opera, I don't know. I'm surprised I don't know Korean already by now. But international content, documentaries, and original films. Oh, Ebold, you're so sweet. You're so sweet. Okay, so I want to read that to you guys again. Netflix, under genre focus, they are looking for diverse genres. Their focus is on all genres, but making sure that they are diverse, including international content, docuseries, and original films. Okay, so keep that in mind for Netflix. The next one is Disney Plus. Disney Plus. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Let's go through each category. So Netflix, genre focus. Now for Netflix target audience. They aim to cater to a global audience, which speaks to their genre focus. They want a global audience with varied tastes. So they're emphasizing both niche and mainstream, right? So genre focus for Netflix, diverse genres, international content, documentaries, and original films. Their target audience is the globe with varying taste. So they have an emphasis on niche and original films. So that doesn't mean non-blockbuster, but they want to appeal to very specific niches and have a lot of variety for every single niche, okay? That's why, yes, That's why on Netflix you can have K-dramas. You can have, what do I watch now? Oh, I was in like I don't even know if it was like Spanish or Latina telenovelas. I was in that for a little while. There is a lot of African content, like from the continent. There's like South African, Moroccan. There's like all sorts of different types of movies, Spanish series, a whole bunch of stuff. So they're very varied, but their focus overall is to be globally minded, niche, and original films. So that's what they're looking for. If you have something in that realm, Netflix might be in your wheelhouse. The third category for Netflix is content strategy. Okay. So content strategy, remember, it's the way the show is filmed, the way the series is, the format is structured. So for Netflix, oh, I love Blood and Water. Yes. I love Blood and Water. They were good. Netflix was doing a lot of YA for a while. Okay, so their content strategy focuses on high quality original programming and exclusive rights to stand-up comedy specials. This is something we all witnessed, and it was like an industry trend. So you can see that. You can see how, you guys are listing off international dramas from different countries, different cultures. You guys have them top of mind, right? Because it is part of their content strategy. It's part of their buyer mandates, and they have done a good job with that. The content strategy, they're focusing on high quality original programming. So basically they're releasing films that we were used to seeing being released in theaters or straight to movies or straight to TV, but they have sort of cornered the market on that. And they want exclusive rights to stand-up comedy specials. Remember, we were having comedy special after comedy special after comedy special for a while on Netflix. So now they have a full library for anyone who is in that niche, anyone who likes that niche. Yes, I love it. You guys are just listing all these shows, and I'm like, add them to the list of things I want to watch. Okay, do we feel like we understand Netflix's buyer mandates? Let me see some heart. Well, no, I love hearts. But I know everyone and their mama had a special autumn. If you understand Netflix buyer mandates, put a 1 in the comments. Let me see some 1s. Terry, I got it. Dana got it. Epiphany, I got it. Great. Thank you guys. Okay, so we're going to move on to Disney Plus. Disney Plus has a different set of buyer mandates. Again, looking at industry trends, we can definitely kind of figure out what that is. If we stick with the categories, they're genre focused. Prioritizes family-friendly content, including expansions of existing franchises and original series. So that is different from Netflix because Netflix wants original. Netflix wants exclusive rights. They want original and exclusive rights, whereas Disney is saying family-friendly content, not a variety, not global focus, not a varied niches. They specifically want family-friendly content, and they want to, and for them, that includes expansions of existing franchises and original series. So they can build on anyone's intellectual property. If it's based off of a book, if it's a revamp of something or a reimagining of something, like Disney is your place. Okay, so that's their genre focus. We got that? Their target audience. Surprise, surprise. Primarily targets families and younger viewers. The content that is suitable for all ages, right? All ages. So genre focus prioritizes family-friendly genre. That's what they want. And that will include expansion of existing franchise and original series. That coincides with their target audience. Their target audiences, primarily families and young viewers. Not young adults, but younger viewers. And that content, they want it to be suitable for all ages. Okay, now their third category, content strategy. Remember, content strategy is how they go about under the quality of it, the format structure, themes, things like that they want all throughout it. Agent, unless you really pay attention, it's targeted to adults. I mean, now that they have Doctor Who on Disney, I'm like, yes. Okay. Content strategy leverages its existing library of classic films and series while developing new content within the Marvel and Star Wars university. So, Nash, I see that you put high quality and nostalgia. That's essentially what it is. They are leveraging their extensive library of classic films and series and characters and IP and new content, but new content within Marvel and Star Wars. So it's a nice way of saying, we love to hear what you have, but we have enough to choose from on our own. So unless you can do something with Marvel and Star Wars, which again, we can do that on our own, we ain't trying to hear you. Okay, we ain't trying to hear you. That's essentially what Disney is saying. So if you pitch to them, I personally would find, thank you so much, Steph. Steph is on it. You guys, Steph is the most amazing moderator ever. Excuse me. So basically, if I had something to pitch for Disney, or I wanted to come up with something to pitch for Disney, I would like stroll through their old content, their old series, their old characters, and see how you can reinvent those particular series, because that's more of their focus. Unless you have a wonderful Marvel or Star Wars universe idea that you think their team has not had yet. Then go for that as well. Okay, do we feel like we understand Disney's 3 categories of buyer mandates? Steph, it does get boring, but not if it's amazingly reimagined, because I, unfortunately, will be at every Marvel movie that comes out from like 2008 until now. I'll be like at every single one of them. Okay, do we feel good about it? I see the ones. Yes. Okay, we feel good about it. Let's go on to HBO Max. Oh, you want to repeat the second one? Target audience for Disney Plus. Primarily targets families and younger viewers with content suitable for all ages. So very family friendly, but with the emphasis on younger viewers, families with younger viewers. Content strategy. I'll say that again. Content strategy. It's very Disney. We can pick this up on our own. It leverages its extensive library of classic films and series while developing new content within the Marvel and Star Wars universe. They take all their old shit and make it their new shit with a twist. So we care about that as creators, because if we have an idea that we're pitching to them, think about like, and this wasn't Disney, but think about think about Rocky, right? With Sylvester Stallone and Creed, right? So think about that. So Rocky was a huge IP. And Sylvester Stallone was looking for projects, but not really looking for projects. Nobody was really calling him back. Nobody was picking up the phone. He was like trying to figure out his life, whatever. And then Brian Coolidge goes, hey, I have a reimagined spin-off from the Rocky universe. So how about Creed, his son? We can tell that story. And so that's what he did. So that's sort of what Disney Plus is looking for. So if you have ideas about an old series or film or, Adonis. So if you have stuff like that, Disney is looking for that. That's where their content strategy lies. Okay. Oh, sorry, my dog's scared. What did I call him? Autumn, what did I call him? Brian, what did I call him? Coolidge. Sorry, guys, 1 second. Harrison, come here. It's okay, babes. Come here. We're okay, babes. We're okay. It's okay. Relax. It's okay. Sorry, guys. He gets a little workup. Cool. Did I call him Coolidge? Okay, we'll edit that out. Don't let him see that. Okay, don't anybody let him see that. We'll edit that out. Okay, so that's what it means by leveraging their extensive library and classic films, okay? So now, HBO Max. We feel good about Disney Plus now? Yes. Oh, quick commercial break. Thank you, Steph. Steph, when I tell you Steph is on it. Quick commercial break. Don't forget to go buy your guide, the ultimate guide to pitching a scripted series, okay? Creating the perfect pitch deck for a scripted series. Don't forget to go purchase it. If you haven't already, go do it. It goes hand in hand with this class. There will be extra mini lessons along the way. I didn't know I was going to do that, but it's turning up to happen that way. And then I will probably update that guide or add this to it or give you guys like just a little extra like guide to go with it, or like a little one sheet maybe. Okay, so don't forget to go buy it. Don't forget to go to our Patreon account, because here's what's happening on Patreon. Right now, every person who joins is a free member. After February 15th, I'm separating us out. So it'll be free members, which will be everything that we have here, everything that you have available to you now. And the next tier, however, though, I'm going to restart this course, not with you guys because you guys are already set, but I'm going to restart the course. So anyone who then wants to join the course after February 15th has to join Patreon, and it's a higher Patreon fee. So Harrison, you guys, hold on 1 second because my dog is barking and I don't know why. I'm going to pause the live for 2 seconds. Let's see. Oop, just kidding. Just kidding. I don't know how to pause it. So hold on 1 second, okay? Harrison, there is literally no one there. Come here, Cookie. There's literally no one there, guys. He is just barking like a crazy person. He's barking like a crazy dog. Okay, so back to our commercial break. 1, go buy the guide so you can follow along in class. And if you miss a class, you can go by the syllabus. If there's updates, I'll let you guys know. And if there's new stuff to add, I will add it. And if you've already purchased the guide, I think I might just add this mini lesson to you guys at no cost. So that's first. Second, wait, did I just see Dia? Yes. Officially Lady A. I'm glad you're here because I'm about to call up your homework again. Harrison, come here. Thank you. Sit. You're okay. I can hear there's people outside our door, so now he's so now I see why he's barking. Okay, catching up on comments really quickly. There we go. Thank you. 1, buy the guide. 2, follow Steph, of course, because Steph is the best moderator ever. And then join our Patreon. Join it now, before it is not free. Because right now it is free and this class is free. But the more and more I work on this and love this, I want to do this more often. I want to do it completely full time if I can. So in order to do that, we have to monetize it a little bit. So I know we need to, because Steph is doing fantastic. Steph is doing amazing. Okay, that's it for our commercial break. Now we're going to go to HBO Max. Are we ready for HBO Max? I know I am. HBO Max buyer mandates in 3 categories. First, genre focus. They seek high quality dramas, comedies, and limited series with strong narratives. Okay? Do we understand that? Do we all get that? Because I feel like that is our class. I feel like after reading how you guys did your homework, I feel like our mindsets are more in an HBO Max kind of space, okay? So, seeks high quality dramas, high quality comedies, and high quality limited series with a strong narrative, okay? Strong. I mean, it's not, I call it HBO Max, but it really is just Max now. But, teaching an old dog new tricks. But anyways, yes, that makes a lot of sense. So that is their genre focus. Now for their target audience. Their target audience, I feel like we can all guess this. Adult audiences looking for premium content with sophisticated storytelling. So that's essentially us. Right? Essentially us. Their target audience, adult audiences looking for premium content with sophisticated storytelling, which is very different than Netflix, right? Netflix is like, hey, we want the world. So we're going to appeal to all these different niches all over the world. And as opposed to Max, they are saying, no, we want adults looking for premium content and sophisticated storytelling. We are going to lean in on the storytelling. Yes. So Netflix throws the net out there to some regards. And this is like an aside, but when I was in business school, I don't know if you guys know this, but I started my own TV network. Have I told you guys this? I don't know if I told you guys this, but I don't really tell anyone this. I like rarely talk about this, but I created a television network, and I went back to business school to like organize it and figure out the plan and all other kind of stuff, right? So while I was doing that, I know, Steph, I forget to tell you guys these things because I am one of those people like this, like, here's an example. I'm one of those people that like, I don't believe in hobbies. Like I want it to be the biggest thing ever. Like it always starts out like a hobby and then I like get so excited about it and then it becomes like a full blown thing, right? So you guys are living that experience right now because this is supposed to be like just fun little TikTok University, Hillman talk, right? But I'm having so much fun with it. I'm literally building out a course and I'm renting studio space and like doing all the teaching I'm giving you guys. I then go back, listen to these videos, write out a script based off of that. And then I go into a studio and I record it for like a full actual course so that people can purchase the course afterwards. Because I don't know how to do that. And I'm already thinking about the next semester. Like I'm literally like, oh, and here's what else we can talk about. And can I find like, more industry leaders to come on? Can I find, can I call my roster of friends and see like who would do what and who could come where? So yes, this is what happens. Anyways, aside, I was starting this network. I was in business school to sort of help me stay focused and stay on track. And one of my classes, I had to do a SWOT analysis of who would be my competition. And at the time, it was Netflix. Netflix was the only sort of model that I could see doing what I was building. And so I had to research them and do a SWOT analysis, which is strengths, weaknesses, obstacles, and something else. I forget, but SWOT. So I do their SWOT analysis. And basically, yes, I like the opportunity. There we go. What's the T, Sue? The O is opportunity. The T is what? Threats. There we go. So I had to do a whole SWOT analysis on them. And it turns out Netflix's business model was actually trash. Like actually trash. And they weren't actually making money. And a lot of people, I think we didn't see that as the viewer because we saw the what they put out. And that was like, oh, great content. Oh, we're watching it. Oh, great. But once you got into their business and saw like where the money, how much money was coming in versus how much money was going out, they were making zero. Like they were like at zero. They were doing very poorly. And I was like, ooh, I cannot model my network after that. Like I can't do that, but I can learn from all other lessons. And this was like back in, I want to say this was in 2017, maybe 2017. Yeah, well, I think it's the exclusive rights that's getting them in trouble. Like, it's been a while, so I don't know what their SWOT analysis would be now or like where they are financially or where they are just as a company because it's been a while. But at the time, they weren't making any money. They were actually losing a lot of money. But the lore of Netflix kept their stock good. Nobody cared because Netflix was becoming a noun and a verb. Like it was becoming a thing you did, Netflix and chill. So like the name itself, the brand itself was powerful enough to keep investors involved, to keep us involved. And that's why I predicted that they are going to start charging us for commercials and having ad space because it was silly of them to not have it because they were missing out on so much revenue and so much money by not having ad space and getting revenue from that. And so that was like my whole like conclusion. And so when I built my network, it was like, I'm obviously going to have ads because that's just another resource. And it allows you, because again, the focus for me was, and this is always how I am, I want it to be free for the people as much as it can. So if I can charge you the bare minimum, I'm going to charge you the bare minimum. Like that's just, and that means I'm not a good businesswoman. Then so be it. But I don't think that's the case. I'm more like a Costco's, the hot dogs will always be 99 cents kind of person. And we will figure out a way to keep it at that price. I'm more of one of those. So for me and my network, when I was building it, it definitely was going to have ad space. It absolutely was going to have ad space. I know, I know. So, but can I tell you, Hulu probably did it, and all these other streamers probably did it because that is the only smart way to do it. To not have it is absolutely silly. It's a whole income you're missing out on, right? So I say all of this to say, when it comes to Netflix and their buyer mandates, it is essentially they were throwing everything against the wall. They wanted to be everything to everyone, and it makes sense given how they started. They started as the only one doing this. The only one doing this. Like established networks weren't even giving you access to their primetime shows online. So Netflix was really the only one. No, we didn't do HBO. We're in the middle of doing HBO, Sue. This is just an aside. So basically, they had to do ads. They had to start selling you ads, and it's silly of them to have not been doing that. Okay, so they are everything to everyone. They're trying to put all the spaghetti on the wall to see what sticks. Max is not doing that. Max has specifically said, we know our audience, because again, if you look at it in terms of legacy networks, Max is one of those. Max is huge. It's been around for a long time. So Max has had the same sort of focus for decades. So it wouldn't change whether they're online, offline, whatever, right? So they've been around for a while. And they know that their audience likes premium content. Their audience is the type that say, oh, I saw it on Max. Oh, you didn't? You don't have Max? Okay. Sucks for you, right? They know that's their clientele. They know that's their audience. So genre focus for HBO Max. I'm going to say it again. They seek high quality dramas, high quality comedies, high quality content, premium content with strong narratives. Okay? Strong narratives. I love it, Mo Love. Yes, bougie. Basically, basically the TV snobs are like, oof, you don't have Max? You don't have HBO? Ooh. Whew, are you poor? That's what it was for a while, right? That's what it was for a while. Okay, target audience. Again, adult audiences looking for premium content with sophisticated storytelling. So again, not just any story, not just any strong narrative. It has to be sophisticated storytelling from a strong narrative perspective, okay? So just think of different shows that you've seen on Max that fit that. Their third category, content strategy. They combine original programming with a vast library of classic HBO series and Warner Brother films. People Max look at all at us peasant. Yes, they're like, oh, we don't want the peasants over here. We just want the smart people who like have a subscription to the New York Times. Mm-hmm. That's who they want. That's who they want. That's what they want. People who are creative and do crossword puzzles or do, not crossword puzzles. What's the word I'm looking for? I do crossword puzzles. What's the other one? Combine original, there you go, program with classic Warner Brothers IP. Yes, that is their strategy. So whose strategy does it sound similar to? Disney Plus, right? Oh, Sudoku, that wasn't what I was talking about, but definitely they want people who play Sudoku. People who do Wordle, like even though people who do Wordle. Yes, Max's catalog is hefty, especially because we're really talking about Warner Brothers, right? We're really talking about the largest third conglomerate in entertainment. So Disney Plus is very similar to this. Disney Plus, they leverage it though. So they go, oh, that's a great idea, but we already have 101 Dalmatians, and I'm pretty sure we can reimagine that for the 5th time. And it'll be fine. Just wait 10 years. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. HBO/Max/Warner Brothers, they do the same thing, but they also have original programming, and original program is first. Whereas Disney Plus, leveraging is first. Okay, so let's go over the mandates for HBO Max again. Genre focus. They seek high quality dramas, comedies, and limited series with strong narratives. Their target audience, adult audiences looking for premium content with sophisticated storytelling. Sophisticated storytelling is important. Strong narratives, sophisticated storytelling. That's what they're looking for. Their content strategy, which is the third category, they combine original programming with a vast library of classics. Okay. Classics from HBO series, classics from Warner Brother films, and they are very similar to Disney Plus in that regards. Ta-da! Ta-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, we're almost done with this lesson, you guys. We're almost done, and it's like been maybe an hour. Okay, so I wanted to make a special note to you guys. These trends are based on recent industry analysis and public statements, okay? This research can be, when you're looking at it online, you may not have the most recent buyer mandates, but you may, Shaylee, Tubi, you want me to give you the buyer mandates for Tubi? I mean, I'll take a wild guess, honey. Anything of the crackhead persuasion. Okay, I feel like it's just the crackhead persuasion. But here's what I'm going to tell you about Tubi. Sorry, Tubi. I don't mean to call you crackhead. But I know. I don't mean to. I'm sorry, Tubi. Please forgive me. But here's the thing with Tubi, and here's the thing that I don't know if you guys know. Oh, I can't get started on Zeus. Now y'all just want me in. Y'all want me in the gutter, honey. Y'all want me out here acting crazy and calling people out their name. I'm not gonna do it. But here's the thing with Tubi and Zeus and channels like that. Historically speaking, many networks, traditional networks, started out appealing to specifically Black women audiences, specifically, then to the broader Black audience. And then once those numbers get up, Black people, we tend to set the trends, right? So if we're watching it, if we're dialed in, it's not long before other people are like, ooh, I never heard of that. You're watching what? Ooh, I want to be part of it. So then it grows its following. Yes, Grace, you know exactly where I'm going with this. So once they do that, then they shift. So they shift over and become a wider mainstream audience. So some examples of this, UPN started out all the Black sitcoms. And the CW, the same thing. We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Da-da-da. Give me a high five, right? Okay, so that was the WB is still there, girl. It's still around. They just have rebranded. But they started out specifically with Black content. Think about, okay, I may get this mixed up. Not TLC. Who was the channel that had the Braxtons? No, Tiffany, the Cosby Show is an exception to that. But there are networks that were specifically appealing. Yeah, We Channel. So they went from being like, you know, TLC was the learning channel. And then Bravo had, what was it? Bobby and Whitney. What was the name of their show? Had that as their first reality show. Then they had we had Braxton's, and then they slowly expanded out once they got Black women on board. I will also tell you one of the secrets we sort of had to figure out with OWN Network, which I know I told you guys that I used to work for OWN Network, and I sort of came on board to help with what Oprah called the pivot. Yes. Oprah called it the pivot because she hired a bunch of us to come out to Chicago and help pivot, because this was early days in her network and it was tanking. Like every news article is like, how horrible it is. It's tanking. It's not making any money. Oprah does not have the golden touch anymore. Like they were really trying to shame this woman, right? But anyway, this billionaire woman, they were trying to shame her, right? But some things were right. Like the network wasn't doing what she wanted it to do and what we all expected it to do. And so she wanted to pivot. And the biggest thing, I literally said in a meeting, I said, look, if we don't have Black women on board, we don't have a network. And that's the truth of the matter. And as much as people want to act like the Black dollar isn't significant, they are wrong. And as much as they try to act like the Black audience is not significant, they are wrong. There are menti with the T, honey, menti networks that have been built on our backs. Okay? Built on our backs. But yeah, so the pivot was Iyanla Fix My Life. The pivot was Tyler Perry. The pivot was Ava DuVernay. The pivot was, She had then Queen Sugar. She had what's that? The pastor guy, John somebody. The pivot was attracting the Black woman audience. And so that got her network to where it needed to be. And then she was able to sort of branch out a little bit more mainstream. But Greenleaf, absolutely. Can't believe I forgot Greenleaf. But it had to happen. It had to start with Black women. So I say all of that to say, darling, that's usually where it all starts. Okay, so I'm just telling you, some of these mandates, and some of these buyer's mandates are based off of just industry trends and paying attention and knowing. Sometimes they're public statements. Sometimes they will do a press release, which is what is going to be part of you guys' homework. I'm going to have you guys try and track down press releases for different networks and streamers about what they're sort of looking for right now. This is also a good thing to have if you are at a point where you are a working writer, producer who is actively pitching and writing and selling shows, then you want to know how to go after and find the research. Eventually, you'll have an agent, and your agent will know, your manager will know, everybody in the industry will know. But until you get to that point, you have to find some way to figure out what these buyer mandates are. A lot of time upfronts are really good indication, but that's way after the fact. So we'll skip over that part. I'll maybe fill that in as a mini lesson for you guys. Okay, so through a mix of industry resources, direct research, and networking, here's how you can find what buyer mandates are, okay? Sorry, Steph, I'm going to get rid of that for a second. I mean, Queen Sugar had me hooked. I loved Queen Sugar. You guys should be watching Queen Sugar. You should be watching Queen Sugar and When They See Us. Okay. Industry websites and press releases. This is where you can find or piece together buyer mandates. Again, I want to be very clear. Very rarely are you going to find a document that says, here are the buyer mandates. Point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, right? Very rarely is it going to be spelled out like that. So you have to do the research. You have to do some digging. So industry websites and press releases, okay? Network and streamer websites. I know. I want to do When They See Us as part of this class. And I originally had it in our syllabus because there's a great lessons that can come out of that. But also, I don't think I want to be angry during Black History Month. I don't think I want to be angry this time. I don't know. Networks and streamer websites. Many buyers publicly share their programming priorities and press release or investor updates. Okay? Press releases and investor updates. So, for example, I got the Netflix buyer mandates from Netflix Top 10, which gives insight into popular content, right? So if you go to their top 10, you can piece together what they're looking for, what their sort of focus is. For Warner Brothers, Discovery's investors relations page often includes strategy updates, right? So if you go to Warner Brothers Discoveries, go to their website, go to their investor relations page, and they will tell you what their strategy is at this point, right? So when I say you have to do research, you got to research it, okay? You got to really try to look for it. You can also do things like entertainment, trade publications. And I think I saw Autumn say Variety. Like Variety, The Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, Broadcast and Cable, or BNC. They frequently report on what networks and streamers are buying. Okay? So you have to dig in there. You have to get in there and kind of research and find it. So C21 Media and Real Screen often publish buyer insights, especially in unscripted and international markets, okay? And you guys, I want you to write this stuff down if you can, but I'm also going to post this in the Patreon site because it is part of your homework, and I don't want you just flailing around trying to find everything. I want to kind of give you like some solid direction. My Patreon link is not in the bio? Let me see. Steph. Let me see, darling. Let me see. You guys would laugh at how many phones I have. It's actually ridiculous.
Stocking up for the big game? Look at your Instacart app. Now back to me. What's at the door?
Well, hot dogs with Melissa said
okay, let's see. Profile. So you click the link, says Stan Store. Oh, okay. So it's not a separate link. You have to click the very first one that says Stan Store. When you click on that, it'll take you here. And then right there, you have TikTok, YouTube, Patreon. Okay. So you go to my profile. You see where it says Emmy award-winning writer, producer. That's me. Just under that, you have Jillian's links. And then the first one that pops up says Stan Store. That has all of my stuff there. Click on that. Takes you here. And then right at the top, it says, that's my TikTok, my YouTube. And you click on this, and it takes you right to Patreon. Oh, you guys can't see all my business. Y'all can't be seeing all my business like that. But yeah, it'll take you here. I posted last week's class. Here's our homework. And then my other collection, which is No More Whispering Podcast, which you guys are not part of it. I know, Zariah, they're trying to be up all in my business, okay? All up in my business. Okay, did you guys find it? Yay, join, because after the 15th, honey, the 15th is going to be a free tier and a $25 tier. Don't get caught up, okay? Don't get caught up. Stay in the free tier. Okay, so another way, so I'm just going to recap this. In the way you can find buyer mandates and piece together and come to your own conclusions. Networks and streamers' websites. You can go to their websites. Sometimes the clues are there. Netflix is very obvious. They have their top 10. Whatever that top 10 is, it's going to give you some insight to what they're looking for. Sometimes you have to navigate through to their investor relations page because they do update investors. Also, just as an aside, if you're investing in any of these companies, if you have stock or have invested in Netflix or anything like that, then they'll probably send that to you in the mail. Okay, you can also find it in trade publications, specifically entertainment trade publications like Variety, Hollywood Reporter, Deadline, BNC, which stands for Broadcasting and Cable, which is crazy because we don't even care about either of those things anymore. They will report on what networks and streamers are buying. It's not a guaranteed thing that they do all the time, but if you scour, you can find some. How can it be part of No More Whispering Podcast? Sue, I just took that link down. I had a link up for anyone who wanted to be part of it. Send me a message, DM me, and I'll send you the link on how to sign up. Oh, look at you sharing the live dental hygienist. I love it. Okay, the next way you can find you guys, I keep trying to slide my computer monitor up. Like I literally am doing this to my monitor. Like I'm like, doop, doop, but it's my laptop and it's not screen. It's whatever. Okay, so another way, industry conferences and events. Again, this is insider baseball. That's why this is like a little mini lesson. It is insider baseball. So if you can get to industry conferences and events, content markets and festivals, they usually have speakers talking about it. So networks and streamers often reveal mandates at major industry events. Think about my MIPCOM, which is Global TV Market, NATP, the National Association of Television Program Executives. That is one of my favorites. I don't do a whole lot of research there. It's a lot of drinking. It's a lot of networking. Sundance Film Festival is a really great one. And that's more for films and indie buyers. That's kind of all Sundance really is about, is picking up and acquiring different projects. Okay, so industry conferences and events. The next way, agency and producer reports. Okay, this is insider baseball. Okay, talent and literary agencies like CAA, WME, UTA, and ICM, they track buyer mandates for their clients. So if you have an agent, if you have a manager, a talent agent, or a literary agent, they're gonna know. They are absolutely gonna know. If any of you guys are represented, their agents or managers should have access to all of that stuff. So I don't know who's represented, who's not, but they have access, okay? And then production company websites. Because here's the thing. If networks are looking for it, then so are the production companies because they're the ones who have the direct access usually to the networks. So they know. The way that relationship sort of works is there might be a developing executive at, let's say, Max, right? Max has like a handful of production companies that have first look deals or people that they work with, right? So then those production companies have an automatic relationship and an automatic deal with that network. So the production company may not always have a plethora of projects that this company likes, right? Because a first look deal doesn't mean they have to do it. It just means they're the first people to look at it and they have the first right to say no. And even when they say no, they still get a percentage if somebody else buys it, and they get back end if it makes any kind of money. I mean, look, these contracts are intense. That's why I tell you guys, get a lawyer immediately. But let's say this production company only has like 10 pitches and this network A needs 15, and 10 of these pitches, they only like 2 of them, right? So then this production company is actively looking for more pitches to take to this network to fulfill their deal, right? So those production companies will know the mandates. So if you can get in good with a production company, they may have that information. They may know what they're looking like. Another thing, I forget to tell you guys this too. I work with this incubator company called Voyage Media. If you find an incubator production company, and what that means is they're not an actual production company. They're sort of like, they help you develop your idea, and then they point you in the right direction to sell it, right? So they help you get it to the point where you can sell it. And then they hire producers to walk you in the door. Okay. Yes, production companies like Jilly Willy Productions, but we're so brand new. The mandates we have are the ones I'm giving to you guys, and I will always give them to you guys. I just don't. If I have the knowledge, you have the knowledge. So production companies do know it. Okay. So you can always go to them. So talent and literary agents, and production company websites. Sometimes they post these things. And again, you're not looking for, headline buyer mandates for television shows, and then a list. What you're looking for is a press release that says, hey, just released this show, that show, this show, and we're preparing a lineup with more like it coming in the fall, right? So that means this show is the type of show that they're looking for. So that may be what their buyer mandates may involve, something that those shows have in common. Okay. So sometimes you just have to figure it out. Oh, hey, Uncle James is here. How you doing? Okay. Social media and networking. Okay. I listed those as one and the same because a lot of times our networking happens online nowadays, but, LinkedIn and Twitter/X, which we don't talk about. Executives will often post about what they are looking for. So that's rare, but they do it. And again, it's not going to say buyer mandates and then list it. They're not going to be like buyer mandates, a thread, right? You may not find that, but you may find, hey, so what's trending right now at Disney Plus? Here's trending at now, blah, blah. You might get something around those lines, okay? And then the good old fashioned direct outreach, okay? Direct outreach. Contact a development executive. They can reach out to network developments. You can call their offices. You can talk to their teams and just ask, say, hey, is there anything current content needs that you have? That's a great way to start a conversation because you're not going, hey, can you buy my thing? Can you hire me? You're saying, hey, what are you looking for? How can I help you meet your goals? How can I get you to Q4 feeling good about the decisions we've made together, right? And then the second under direct outreach is pitch festivals. So we don't really talk about those a whole lot because I feel like pitch festivals are really hit or miss. But what they will always do is put you in a right space for networking. What happens from that point, it's always a gamble, but you will be at the very least able to network across. At the very least. And then if you've won festivals or come in second or third, then that can be your leverage to talk to agents and managers. You can even just say something like, I placed blah, 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 and such festival. Here's a clip. I'm actually looking for some advice from agents and managers to see if you guys know what the content needs are for the specific network, right? So it can be a way to get you in the door. Yes, and I think in the guide, if you guys have the guide, I have listed, I'm not going to list them on the class, but in the guide, I've listed actual websites that I have gone to and made connections with managers and agents because that it's set up for that. It's set up for creatives to meet agents and agents who are looking for things to have contact to the people who are creating the things. So that's in the guide. Go by the guide. Go by the guide. Or I won't stop singing if you don't. Okay? Just kidding. Okay, now we are in our wrap-up time, okay? Because we got some homework to grade. So here's what I want you guys to do here's some encouragement, okay? I want to encourage you guys to track the trends and what's getting greenlit, okay? The way you can do that, you can look up things like upfronts. So Steph, if you could pin this for me, upfronts. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those, but that's basically when a network presents their upcoming lineup to ad dollars. I just call them ad dollars. Yes, upfronts. They announce what they have coming up, what's on the docket for the next coming season, and they make a big show of it. It's like a big conference. They get all the celebrities to come out and specifically appeal to people who have ad dollars to spend, okay? So I like to call it a mini little Super Bowl because they do sizzle reels. You might even see a pitch deck. You'll get a sizzle reel. You'll get the actors coming out. Jimmy Fallon will be hosting it. Like it's like a whole thing specifically for industry folk. So it's not like it's an award show. It's not something that's publicized. So you might have a hard time actually finding the footage. It's usually held, like in El Capitan Theater in LA or at a theater in New York, and it's invite only, and then it streams to people who are employed by the company doing the upfronts. I love them. It's my favorite. Like anytime I can watch them, anytime I can go sit in the audience and be part of them, I try to, because it's just really funny. It's funny seeing people appeal to the people who have the money in the room. And it's not the celebrities, right? It's like the people who pay for the shows essentially. So it's funny to see the song and dance. I really like it. But then also as a TV watcher, I'm like, oh, I love it. This is coming back. Ooh, that series sounds good. Ooh, this sounds great. So I really like it. Are you saying child, I'm about to block you, honey. Block. I thought you were asking a legit question. First of all, don't come in this live. We are in school. We are in class right now, okay? Do not come up in here. Thank you. Do not be coming up in here trying to sell nothing. Blocked, Heffa. Oh, sorry. I just accidentally turned on something weird. I hope it didn't. Oh, Breezy Pie used to work at Fox and we would watch the upfronts. So fun. No, I love them. They're my absolute favorite. Okay, I thought I blocked this person. Did I block them? Blocked. I know. Don't be coming up in here trying to do something that ain't TV related. Thank you, Steph. I know you already muted them, Steph. I know. I'm so proud of you. Okay, so we love upfronts. We love stuff like that. Okay, so I want to wrap up this discussion so that we can get to our homework. There's only room for one product sale, and that's the pitch deck guide. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love y'all. In fact, let me just check to see. Let's just check. I like to check live because y'all be fronting. Okay, y'all be fronting like y'all buying it. Actually, no, a lot of people have bought it, and I'm really, really happy about that because lots of folks are going to learn. Lots of folks. So that makes me very happy. Oh, look at that. 2 people bought it since we've been on the live. 3 people. Look at you guys. So proud of you. So proud of you. It's a good investment. Trust me. I am biased, but trust me. Okay? Trust me. I know. Thank you for all the gifts, guys. I forget about the gifts because I'd be so focused on teaching. Okay, the God Sister. Tell me your project. Stephanie, remember the God Sister because we're going to get to your project. I'm going to get to as many as we can tonight, okay? I'm going to get to as many as we can. Okay, so really quickly, I'm going to give you your homework assignment, and then we are going to get into it. I know, Nash, you bought yours last week, honey. I know. Okay, so let's get to our homework. Are you guys ready? Do you remember the homework? No. Okay, we were going to do a workshop activity today, but I think I'm going to just tack that onto our homework because it's kind of one and the same. And that way we can get right to our pitch decks. Okay. Yes. So you're going to where'd it go? Okay. You're going to research and summarize buyer mandates of a network or streaming platform of your choice. So pick anyone. Try not to pick Netflix, Max, or Disney Plus. Okay. Let's branch out a bit. Okay. So pick any network. Research and try to find what their buyer mandates are. And it's in all three categories: genre preference, target audience, format requirements. You can do this a bunch of different, and not Hallmark. You are not, I saw that. Who said Hallmark? Breezy Publishing? Hallmark is way too easy. Tubi. You know what? I said I'm not going to say anything about Tubi. I'm not going to say anything about Tubi, okay? If you would like to do Tubi, then go for it, okay? You do you. It'd be interesting to see, okay? Yes, this class is recorded. Okay, research and summarize buyer mandates for a network or streamer of your choice, okay? Find one, research it, see if you can find the buyer mandates. Again, it may not be the words buyer mandate in the headline, but do some research about the streamer or the network and figure out what you can surmise about what they are looking for, what they are trying to buy. Look at their patterns, look at things that you know about them and industry trends and so on and so forth. And then once you do that, you're going to pick a network. You're going to try and figure out some buyer mandates for them. Try to keep them in those three categories if you can, but if you just do an overall summation, that's fine too. Then on that network or streamer, I want you to identify at least one show that fits those buyer mandates and then tell me how it fits. Okay? Do we have that? Because it's a wordy assignment. Ooh, child, the ghetto. Paramount, okay. We got Paramount, we got Peacock, we got, Paramount's a little tricky though, because Paramount, the streaming service, is also CBS. So you might accidentally end up doing twice the work or half the work because you might think you have the buyer mandates, but it's something different. I love you guys are putting the ones in there. That makes me so happy. Amazon, Hulu, Apple TV. Child, I didn't say, this is homework. I didn't say give it to me now. What y'all listen to all this stuff now? Go ahead and pick one on your own time, not in class time. And then you're going to find some buyer mandates. And then you're going to pick a show within that network or streamer. Okay? And then identify a show. And then explain to me how that show fits those buyer mandates. Okay? Do we have it? Thank you. Thank you, Chefsky. Thank you. Y'all got me yelling at everybody today. I just showing you that we understand. Wait, Terry boy, did I mute you? This comment was filtered because it's similar to other slides. Joan, showing you understand. Approve. Okay. Terry Bowberry. I'm not sure why, but your stuff keeps muting. I hit something weird in the live. Let's see. Yes. Okay, so Terry Bowberry, for some reason, if it feels like we're not responding, you might be hidden. I don't know why it's doing that, but oh my God, so is the God Sister. Why is it muting you guys? Wait, let me see if I can figure out this setting really quick. Because it's a dumb setting. I don't like it. Settings, rankings, comment settings, allow comments, filter comments off. Okay. No. Okay. I think I fixed it. Okay. Guess what time it is, y'all? Guess what time it is? It's my favorite time. I actually really love doing this. But let me close out I think I'm going to close this out. Y'all, you remember when I said the mic wasn't on? Do you know why that didn't matter? Because it said it stopped recording. I like to record on Riverside FM because then when I post it on YouTube, it's like, the horizontal way as opposed to the vertical way. But I always have the vertical way, so I'll just repost that on YouTube, but it sucks. It sucks when it's that way. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I'm pulling up Patreon right now, and we're going to start going down our list. Are you guys ready? Will there be a new thread in Patreon to post our homework? Yes, there will be, Ebold. There will be a new community link, because I already know y'all trying to go over there now. That's what's happening. I know y'all now. I understand how y'all operate now. You trying to over there and put your stuff in right now. Take a day. Take a day. Okay? I will do the homework thread. I will put it in there for y'all. Stressing me out, I tell you. No, we're excited. I know. Can I tell you, I absolutely love you guys' excitement about this class. I was literally bragging about you guys today. Tiffany, I did not reach my book sales quota. Okay, so I had a goal to sell 100 downloads within the month of January. We did not reach that, but I was impressed nonetheless. Very much so impressed. But I'm now starting the goal over for the month of February. I would like 100 downloads. Okay, so that is the goal. And I've been slacking on my commercial breaks because I get so wrapped up in teaching and I love giving you guys this information. But we're going to do commercial breaks where I pitch the hell out of you buying that guide so I can remind you guys. It is beneficial to you, okay? It is a guide, so when my beautiful voice is not humming in your ear and I'm not yelling at you, you can just flip through your digital page and go, oh, that's what Jillian was saying. That's what she was yelling at me about. I understand. Or when you're in a pitch meeting and someone goes, yeah, these don't really fit with our buyer mandates. You're going to go, what? I know that word. Where do I know that from? You're going to open up your document. You're going to Control F. You're going to put in buyer's mandates. It's not going to be in that guide. It's going to be in the next one. But yes, point is, it will be there and you will have it. Okay. Yes, I know that you guys are so excited. I absolutely love it. I love it. Look at y'all. Support me. Support me. I love you guys are so sweet. At least 74% how many are on live, right? Well, no, because some people on live have already bought it. And can I just note that I'm talking into this mic that is not recording. It's now just part of my personality. It's just part of class now. Okay. It's just part of my personality. Make multiple references to the guide, which is basically our textbook for the class. I know. Michaela. Oh, Michaela, you're new here. So let me explain. I cringe at that stuff. It's so hard for me. That's why I put the goal in place to push myself to get comfortable with saying things like buy the guide, purchase the guide. Because I, in a perfect world, would just give you guys this information for free. If I could open up a free university for all the courses, all the classes, anything people would need, like I would do that. If I ever hit the lottery, I would probably do something along those lines. I like the freeness of things, but that's not the reality. So the reality is you have a guide that goes along with this class. You should purchase the guide. It will help you with the class. And it's a wonderful way to be supportive of your professor. Okay, enough of that. Let's get to it. Who's first up? Kezia, are you in here? Kezia. Professor eggs are $12. You ain't never lied. Okay, $8 more you could buy the guide. Okay, $8 more you can buy the guide. She goes, sound smart during class. Please, or not get yelled at, because you know I'm gonna yell at y'all. You know. Oh, there you are. Okay, Kezia, I don't know if I'm saying your name right, but I'm gonna go ahead. First, I'm gonna pull up your your pitch. Okay, let's see. Hopefully I have it in here. Wait, Kezia, what was yours? I forgot that quick. Let me open it up. Don't worry. Oh, look at us having alerts. We have notifications. Is this y'all putting your homework in already? Is it? I know it is. I know this is you guys. Okay. Oh, Kezia's, yours was the Kartara one. Let me see. Is this it? Yeah, Karkara. There we go. Okay. This is you, right? He thought she was just prey. She was a kakara. Kakara. Okay, where are you? I'm pulling you up. I'm pulling you up. Do 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 do. And Kezia, make sure I'm saying your name.
Hello?
Hi. Okay, how do you pronounce your name? I want to make sure I get that right first.
Kezia.
Kezia. Okay, Kezia. Miss Kezia did 2 homework assignments, y'all. 2.
Overachiever. Overachiever. Sorry for that.
I love it, honey. You're in the right class because we like an overachiever. Okay, so Kezia, what I would love to do is I'm going to, let me pull up your pitch deck over here so that I can read your tagline because it's so small for me up there. Okay, so this is your title page. What we're going to notice about the title page is right away, I am intrigued because what the heck is going on? What is carcara?
Okay, it's carcara.
Carcara.
Yeah, I'm Brazilian.
Okay.
And carcara, it's a predator bird of prey in the Northeast, which is well known to survive in the desert.
Oh, I love it.
And actually, the idea of having this name is because there's a song that was very famous during the dictatorship that everybody sung, and the name of the song is Carcara, and that would be the title of the movie.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm already intrigued. And I love this visual because without knowing anything else, somebody is getting kidnapped, somebody is withholding something, someone's going to have to fight for their life.
Exactly, yeah.
And that the title page does that. It comes immediately.
And that's exactly what happens with the bird as well, because carcara is the only bird that can survive during the dry season in Brazil.
Oh.
It eats everything. And that's what the song says, that even snakes, the carcara will eat if it cannot find anything else.
That's very symbolic.
Yeah. So basically, regardless of the situation, the carcara survives. That's basically the song.
I love that. Okay, so here's what I'm going to say. Just the title page alone. I kind of want your font to be more dominant.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
I don't know how we do that. Maybe your tagline, because your tagline's long, right? Like we want our tagline to be shorter. But once I understand what the kakara is, the tagline makes more sense, but I would try to see if I can get it shorter.
I actually thought about prey or predator.
Ooh.
Because in this case, the predator becomes the prey.
Kezia, when you have brilliance, put it on the paper. That is brilliant. Put it on the paper.
Okay.
Don't mull it over. That is brilliant. Predator or prey. That is perfect. That's a perfect tagline for this. Put it on the paper.
Okay.
Okay? Don't make me yell at you.
No need to.
I do enjoy yelling at people. So, okay. So I love this. Here, I love the faces framed together. And this is perfect. But if you had the time and the money and the resources, I would try to CGI that even more.
Okay.
Like not up anymore. But it also looks fine now. Do you know what I'm saying? So this would be like to take it to like the next level, but this is great. The only criticism I really have is switch out your tagline, predator or prey. I love that. Put that in there. Kakara, I don't want it to be, I don't know. Well, tell me how you feel about this. I kind of don't want it just on one side. I want it in the center.
Okay.
I think. And I want it to be more dominant. I want to see that title immediately. But I also
like block letters, like big block letters on top.
Yeah. But
maybe filtered on top, like transparent on top, or just bold. Covering,
I would say bold.
I
would say bold. Because think about it. The font, If Kara, what you're telling me is a powerfully resourceful, stubborn animal. So your font
Yes.
needs to be stubborn, strong,
Yes.
everlasting, and this to me looks more like font for like a card shop, or like font for like a jewelry store, right? So I want something strong and solid. So nothing transparent. I don't think it needs to be I mean, block letters would be fine, but something a little sexier,
Okay. I'll
but
try to
along
find.
those lines. Along those lines.
Okay.
And I think once your tagline is switched, it'll take up less room. So then maybe the title looks fine on the left side.
Okay.
Yeah. And I think if you had to pick a side, definitely the human face side is perfect, because then that tells me that is the subject, as
Yeah, the
opposed to it
story.
being on the bird side. I think you'll be like, oh, the bird?
Yeah.
But really it's about the subject is this human woman. Okay. So I love it. I think that if you make those couple of changes, you're solid.
Okay.
Okay. So let's go on to, let's see. We have, yay. Here's your log line.
Yeah.
Young woman is brutally attacked by a sexual predator in a hotel room, but she kills him instead in self-defense. Now the law has to decide who is the real predator. So we love. This sounds so intriguing. We love this. So let's look at the formula. You have our subject, which is the young woman. Okay. Is there anything else you can give me about her that's like a bird or
Yeah,
something?
I mean, this is the main story, okay? Because my idea through the story is that we have 3 points of view, all of them by women. We have the victim, we have the lady in the 911 call, which she calls after being attacked, and the law actually are four, all women. The lawyer, because it's like a you have the crime and you have the court part, because we say that the law has to decide. So first we have the crime and then the punishment. During the punishment we have the lawyer and the investigator, all women. So basically the story will switch from the point of view from one woman to the other, and the idea is to show that all of them are potential victims. The difference is who survives.
Okay. 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 So a couple of things going through my brain right now. One of which is I love this. I want to know more of that in your log line. Like I want to know that it's about not just this one woman, you know, like a woman brutally attacked. Like you don't have to say sexual predator. I'm gonna, I'll pick up on that. She's brutally attacked, um, and survives, right? I'm kind of, my brain is kind of, a bunch of things are happening right now. It's not, this isn't going to feel cohesive, but here's what's happening in my brain. I love the fact that you say now the law has to decide who the real predator is. I think we don't need all that. I think something along the lines of now the law decides and the women are the law, or women are the law and the law decides. Because that will tell me that this is from a female perspective. This is from a woman's perspective. More than one woman is going to be part of the story and telling the story. And I don't know necessarily that the women are law, but I like the idea that they are the ones deciding. And you don't have to tell me who the real predator is, because it's always going to be it's always going to be the sexual predator. Right? Like it's always going to be that. And so you don't have to tell me that they're deciding just tell me the law, now it's in the hands of the law or something like that. I don't need the end part of it. But I'm trying to figure out, because what you told me and what I'm reading, two different reactions. What you told me, I'm in love with. But that's not what's in this log line. Okay. So we have to figure out how to get what you have in your head and what you can verbally tell me onto your log line.
Okay.
Your idea is great. The idea itself is great. So, let's see. A woman is brutally attacked by a sexual predator in a hotel room, but she kills him instead. How about you say when a woman kills her attacker in self-defense? No, when a woman kills her attacker and
When a woman kills in self-defense, the law must decide.
I would take self-defense out because again, you're leading me to the plot, and I just want to overall, right? So don't give me any clues. Don't tell me it was self-defense. Just she killed her attacker. Like that's enough for intrigue and curiosity, right?
Okay.
Just
When a
keep
woman,
this in mind though, Kezia, all the stuff that you have, don't throw it out. We're just shifting it over to the
no,
summary.
I'm typing everything.
Perfect. But what you have is good. We just are going to shift that to the summary and chop this down just a little bit more and make this super concise. You want concise over complexity. So there's a lot of complexity, i.e. story in here. I just want to, so like, no, and this is a fantastic start. So what you just said, a woman.
When a woman kills her attacker.
Yes. When a young woman kills her attacker. I think that's the first part of it. I can't quite figure out the second part though. When a woman kills her attacker, and the law, because it's like I know what you're saying. Like the law has to decide, but I almost kind of think it's sexier to say like she kills her attacker, and now she has to fight the law or fight the system.
One of the plot points which I'm working on is that when she goes to court, she gets punished because it's about that court. I'm using as inspiration that court case that the girl killed her attacker, her attacker, and she was the one arrested because she killed. Because when you put on the balance the balance of the law, the murder is heavier than the rape. And that's how basically one of the plot points, because she has to defend that she killed on self-defense. Otherwise she wouldn't kill. But he had a history of being a predator.
Okay. I think I got something.
So basically, and then during the story, his mother goes to the court and saying, no, he was a good boy. He was an athlete. He was such a nice person. And then nobody, and then only the lawyer and the investigator believes her. So there is this moral point over there. What is the worst crime? The fact that she killed somebody, so she took a life, or the fact that she defended herself?
Oh yes, perfect. Defended herself. Okay, Kezia, how does this sound? A woman finds herself in prison after. Well, you say jail because you get arrested, right? Or you say a woman finds herself arrested after murdering her attacker. Was it self-defense? And that's all I have. There's more to fill in there, but I like that start of it. A woman finds herself arrested after murdering her attacker.
I mean, she doesn't get arrested.
Okay.
Because she has to go to the hospital. When she's fine, she goes directly to court because she doesn't. Okay, she's in custody, but she doesn't get arrested. When she leaves the hospital, she goes directly to the court because
That's fine. That's like details we don't care about. You can say not in the log line. We care about obviously in the summary and the story. But you can sum it up by saying she was arrested, even if she was arrested for 5 seconds in the hospital. Like if we have a scene where she's in the hospital and there's handcuffs, she's handcuffed to the hospital bed. As she's coming to. No one's going to be like, oh, well, was she technically arrested? Like, no. So you can say that in the log line. Or wakes up in police custody, something along those lines. But don't try to over-explain it. You want simplicity over complexity.
I have an idea.
Yes, let me hear it.
Then we match the scene before. When a young woman kills her attacker, she is tried for murder. Is she predator or prey?
Hello. Girl, you told me not to yell at you. I don't have to yell at you. I'm about to yell at you because that sounds flawless.
Thank you.
That sounds
I'm a
flawless.
writer.
I'm a writer. Obviously, put it on paper. Put it on paper.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I love
Yeah.
it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so let's go through our homework grade because I think this is great. This is what I wanted to say about the visual for your logline page. Even with you explaining to me about this bird, for some reason, I still in my mind am seeing an eagle on this page. So I don't
Okay.
know if that's just like a cultural thing because
It's a cultural thing. And
okay.
I want this confusion.
Oh,
I
okay.
want this confusion because what happens is the following. One of the characters is going to be Latina,
Okay.
and she's going to call the lady Carcara.
Ooh, okay.
And
Okay.
then you have the cultural diversity because she said, no, I'm not somebody who survives. I'm not an eagle. So no, you're not an eagle. You are a Carcara. You survive everything.
Love, 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 love.
And I want on purpose this confusion because
Well,
I
it
mean,
works
being American, you automatically goes to the ego, the American ego.
immediately. Yeah.
But we have different references, and anybody who's Brazilian knows Carcará, and that would be the song, the title song of the story.
I love it. Okay. I am now, I fell for it because I definitely thought that was an eagle. What I'm doing now is I'm trying to pull up our,
Exactly, Carcará means survival.
I love it. Okay, here we go. I just want to have this up so that we can go over it. Okay, so this is what I'll say. Title page counts for 50% of the grade, which is 25% for content, 25% for visuals. I think your content is great. I think once we get the content is great. The only difference is the tagline, which you're going to shape and change. But I think the content overall is great. I think we worked out a really great way to do the font, and you're going to we're trying to redo that with the font. So I think the visuals are great. I'd give you the full 50% for the title page. For the tagline, 25%, I'd probably dock you 5%. So I'd give you 20% just because it was long. And then you amazingly came up with a brilliant one, like in 2 seconds. So add that one on there. And then your log line, I think we kind of reworked the whole thing, but I think
Yeah.
what you landed on was absolutely brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely brilliant. So with that said, I would still give you the full 25%. So that would get us to a 95, darling. It's still an A.
Thank you.
You're so welcome. Okay, now get off
Did
my
you get
live.
did you get the chance of seeing the other one?
I haven't looked. I saw it. I saw when you put it in. So I'm going to look at it, but I haven't had a chance yet. I'm actually going to move it to the end of the line just so I can get through everyone else first for the first time.
Okay. Because that one is also inspired in a TikTok that I was watching, which is the Girl Code Concierge Club, which is actually a real story, by the way. And I saw it and I said, okay, that's a good story. I'm going to write it.
I'm excited to read it. But it is going to be at the end, okay? And we have a lot to go through, but I will get to it.
Okay.
All right, Kezia, thank you so much.
I'll change it and send it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
You have to keep.
I did, darling. I just kicked you out. Okay, so that was good, right? That was good. I love this part. I love how excited you guys are about. I love hearing your pitch. I love hearing the excitement in your voice. Absolutely love it. Okay, Mo Love, honey. You are next. And I know you're in here because I saw you. I know you're in here. But let me pull it up. Okay. I always have to find them to make sure. Mo, what was the title? What was yours again? It's in my I have it queued up already. Mo, are you is this you, Mo? Yeah, there we are. There we are. Yes, there we are. Okay, so I am bringing you on.
Hello?
Oh,
Okay.
hi, darling. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay, give me 2 seconds so I can pull it up on my computer so I can read the whole thing. Okay. Let's see. I love this one off the bat. Oh, look at you already. Already. People are like,
Thank
love
you.
it. Love it. Okay, so if I know I'm going to look at it if I know I'm going to talk to you guys on live or talk to you guys in some capacity about it, then I don't even look at it because I like the idea of like reading it right now. But I will say this one's intriguing. It already gives me like Scream or like Candyman. Like immediately. Okay, so I am looking at your title page. It looks like you put your log line on your title page, which is fine. I think some people did that too. A lot of people did that actually.
Got it. I
But it is
Okay.
typically 2 slides. But that means nothing. I'm just telling you that for future. Okay. Okay, tagline. Title is deadly. Okay, we love. I feel like I am wrapped into something like either other dimensional or thriller or both maybe. Okay, so I'm in the world. See, tagline is a world of endless. Girl, now you know that's not a tagline.
What's that?
That tagline, that's a
Tagline. Oh,
full paragraph in a
that's a
world of
paragraph.
girl. The tagline
Okay,
is
I'll
supposed to be
change
3
it.
words. 3 words. But anyways, let me read it. In a world of endless dimensions, the darkest truths hide where he least expects them. Ooh, okay. I mean, your tagline is the darkest truths. I mean, or hidden where you least expect them. Something like that. That's like a tagline. Okay, so your log line. Thurman creates a portal to escape chaos, but ended up. Okay, Thurman created a portal to escape chaos, but ended up in a world of dark echoes of his past, racing against time to reclaim his future. Ooh, time travel.
Now he created a portal, but he didn't realize that he was going to have to confront his past lives.
Okay, here's what I'm saying, Mo. Immediately, I need a portal in this visual. Like exactly this.
Okay, I thought I put it. I guess I was rushing, but I'm gonna fix it.
Girl, I think you want me to yell at you. I think you do. I think you're like, you know what? I really would like to be yelled at in class today. Okay. Wait, so is the title Deadly or Dimensions, or is it Deadly Dimensions?
Deadly Dimensions. I didn't know how I'm not too good at the techie stuff, so I tried my best.
No, you
I
did.
tried my best with the background and stuff
Did you do this on
because
Canva?
it's not really what I wanted. Huh?
Is this like? Did you do this on Canva?
Yeah, I did it on Canva.
Yeah, Canva's tricky, but once you get the hang of it, it's really
I want.
okay.
Okay,
So
because I was like,
agree.
because I really wanted to put in the background. Huh?
Yeah, it says I would love to see a portal in the title. Yeah, I think you're missing the portal. Like if you show me the portal, it'll bring the whole thing together.
Yeah, that was my plan, to put the portal in the back, but I didn't know how to do all that. So I was wanting to put the portal in the back, like he's like the portal of and like little images of past people, like people, but shadow people, because it's going to be like a shadow person, which is going to be his shadow self.
Just the portal in the background. Just the portal in the background.
Okay.
This is mysterious.
I'm very detailed.
Yeah, no, but
I'm a very detailed person.
Even just adding that puts a whole different like world to it. Okay. Nash needing a Canva tutorial. Oh Lord. Nash is always trying to sign me up to be doing stuff. Okay, so I just need a portal, and I want the title to be clear. Like I want Deadly Dimensions next to each other. Like I want to see the full title together. Because because right now it looks like the title's Deadly, and then I'm like, oh, and then Dimensions.
Okay.
So like,
Well, so my thought was to put Deadly behind his head and make the head like the A or something creative, but I don't know how to do all that.
No, I see the vision. I see what we were trying to do there. I see
Yeah.
what we were trying to do there.
I wish I knew how to do all that, but yeah, that's what I got for that.
I see it. I see it. I see it. I absolutely see it. So I'm gonna completely scratch out your tagline because that is not a tagline at all.
Okay,
So
I'll redo it.
Deadly dimensions. Some I don't know. Seeking the truth. I don't know. There's so many ways we can go with that. But you want to try 3 words. Always aim for 3 words.
3 words. Okay.
Okay, so your log line, Thurman, we have our subject. Thurman creates a portal. Did he do it on purpose? Or he did do it on purpose, right?
Yes. Just to get away from his he's gonna have like a crazy chaotic life. And what the point of the movie is a lesson. The lesson is for him to find out why his life's still a mess. But really in reality he has to go to this portal to figure out his past lives and clear that past lives up and try to get back in time and to his real life. If I'm saying it right.
No, you are.
Okay.
Here's what I'm missing. Here's what I'm missing from Thurman. So remember when you add your subject into your log line, like the who, you have to give me some sort of identifier.
Okay,
so like, is Thurman a scientist?
Yes, he's a scientist. I thought I put it out. I gotta read. I gotta
Thurman
prove
creates a
it myself.
portal to
But
escape.
yes, he's gonna be a physics.
Give me physicist. No, can I tell you what's funny, Mo? My sister is a microbiologist. So is she a microbiologist? A molecular biologist. Sorry, she's a molecular biologist, and I always stumble on it. And they're like, "Oh, what does your sister do?" They think she has like a job similar to mine, and it is so nowhere close. No, I'm like the underachieving sister. She's like, I'm a full blown molecular biologist. Thank you. So yes, physician or a physicist. So you could say physicist Thurman create a portal to escape chaos. I want something more than chaos. Like, what do you mean chaos? Like marriage chaos, crime chaos?
Yes.
Give me a little bit more about that. Give me something specific about the chaos.
Yes, the marriage chaos, because he's been him and his whole family, I'm gonna say, is like somebody said in the comments, is something like that about karmics. It's like a karmic family, yeah. And so he don't know that it was designed for him to create this portal to fix his past lives.
Oh, I love that. I forgot whose pitch we just did. They had something similar. Oh, that was, girl, that wasn't in our class. That was an actual, sit down pitch meeting for this. They had it was like this woman who would go back in time trying to find something, but she was like a tarot card reader, an herbalist, whatever. She meets basically the synopsis was she met an older woman at a bookshop, and that older woman gave her access to go back in time and fix things in her life. And she went back in time to fix those things. And fast forward, she is the old woman. So she gave herself the ability to go back to herself and correct her life. So it's like kind of like what you're saying, like it's like an enigma. Like he goes back in time to fix ultimately himself in order to be the person to come back and fix himself.
Right. But he's going to be met with his shadow. And that's the one that's going to guide him.
Girl. I swear, y'all just want me to yell. That's why y'all like when I do these lives, because you just want me to yell. Okay. Physicist Thurman, whatever. I feel like I do need a last name for whatever reason. Thurman just doesn't feel suffice. I need like Thurman Williams or Thurman somebody. Okay. So physicist Thurman somebody escapes through a portal. Like, I don't care that he created. I just want to know that he escaped through a portal to fix his life and is confronted by the shadows of his past life while racing to get back home.
Okay.
Like that feels not Thurman Hall, honey. This is why I love doing this live, because the chat is so that is like, girl,
looking at Thurman.
the chat is like, girl, you got some work. Okay, we got some ideas too. I love it. I love it. Not at all. Yeah. So the thing with the log line is you want to give me exactly what's going on, but it has to be sexy, right? So it's not the once upon a time. It's not the and then this thing happened to this person. It is physicist Thurman escapes through a portal and is confronted with his past lives as he races to reclaim his future. Like, boom. And then look, you got some taglines. Shadows of the past. Unraveling timelines.
Ooh, I like that.
Right? Right?
Okay.
So like I want that log line to be concise
Like
and clear and straight. Ooh, me versus me. Deadly dimensions. It's me versus me. It's me v1. It's me v me. Not my dog wanting to play fetch right now. Okay. Okay, I love this. I love this. Okay, so Monique, we got to fix our tagline. I'm not even going to look at the tagline anymore. It has upset my spirit.
Okay.
Tagline is 3 words. It can be more.
It's gonna be revised very well now.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. Okay, so here's your grade. I love your visuals. I'm gonna see the visuals as you intended them to be. Okay. So intending there to be a portal. Perfect. Intending for the deadly title to be behind him. Deadly dimensions. We're going to give you a full 50% for that because it's 25 and 25. Your tagline, we're going to pretend it didn't happen. And then your log line, you get the full 25%. So I'm going to you might be our first B in the class, okay?
That's fine.
Only because your tagline is not a tagline. So it's a high B. You got an 85%. Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. And you rework
I'm happy with that.
You rework it.
I'm gonna rework it. I might do that tonight.
Okay, I love it. Okay, now I'm kicking you off my live, but we love it, don't we, class? Let's hear some cheers. Oh, look, everyone's I love the support. I love the support. Okay, I'm kicking you out, but it takes me a minute, so. Ooh, child, not even dreams coming up. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Hang tight. Okay, here we go. Okay, officially kicking you off. Okay. That was fun. I like that one. Monique, that was really good. I'm going to put this is Deadly Dimension. Deadly Dimensions. I love it. Okay, guess who's next, Dia? Dia. Guess who's next? Oh, Lord, honey. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, did you guys know I could do that? Wait. I just realized I can do this thing. Do you guys know I could do this? And this. Wait, you guys can hear that, right? Like, I'm not the only one. Like, I'm not just laughing to myself because I'm hearing things. Okay, let's do. Wait, where'd it go? Okay, Dia. We all know Dia. Oh, you know what, Dia? I didn't have your log line. Okay, I'm trying to make this not crooked. Oh, Jesus. There we go. Okay. Oh, you guys can hear it. I was like, am I just laughing to myself like a crazy person? Wouldn't be the first time. Would not be the first time that I'm laughing to myself. Okay, let's get you on here, Dia. Not what's the secret, honey. That's what we're here to find out. There you are.
Hi, y'all.
Hi, darling. You're back.
Nick.
You're back. Okay, let me pull up your log line. Let me pull it up. I was gonna say, I know you're not gonna let us not see your face today, okay? Because
I figured out how to work it, so I turned it on.
I love it. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna read your tagline. Okay, first of all, well, let's talk about your title page. I love these changes. The title, Funny Little Secrets. It didn't have the color variation before, did it?
No.
I love that. It makes it pop so much.
Okay.
It makes it pop so much. And it makes me focus on the word secret. Like funny and secrets, but it makes me focus on secrets. I love that the people in the audience, I know we were aiming for, you wanted to have skeletons in the audience.
Yeah.
But this is good too. Like this does it too. Like this, again, it's for your pitch deck. This isn't the final scene, right? So I love it. Having the mic there,
Yeah.
love, love, love. It pulls me into the world. Now I know there's some sort of performance element to this. And without pretending like I don't know the log line at all, this looks like somebody's about to tell that little secret. Somebody is going to discover it and say it out loud. That's what I'm getting from that.
Okay.
So we love the changes. Do we love the changes, guys? Oh, look. Yes. Visually appealing, visually better. And it was just small little tweaks. So we love it. Now we see that she's performing. Okay, so here's your new log line. This is the one that you sent over. Suddenly becoming a comedy club owner was not on the bingo card for Kennedy Kincaid, the hottest upcoming comedian. Neither was solving murder. Between entitlement and bereavement, can she keep telling jokes or lose her sanity? Who knew laughing would be so deadly? Okay, I was out of breath reading that.
Okay.
Okay, just gonna say I like it better than the one we did Sunday, but here's I know everyone loves Kennedy Kincaid. That's such a perfect name. I might steal if I have some kids running around named Kennedy Kincaid. It's because of you. What I think you are still doing though is trying to tell me a story. So you're using the log line as a storytelling device. It is not that.
Okay.
Right? So even just using words like suddenly becoming a comedy club owner, right? You can just say comedy club owner,
Okay.
right? And was not on the bingo card. Girl, we don't care. We don't care. We just want to know this comedy club owner is going to solve murders in between the jokes.
Okay.
That's all I care about. Your storytelling comes in your synopsis and your summary, which we haven't gotten to yet. And it'll make more sense once we talk about that. And you're getting A++++ on the summary and the synopsis. Okay. The log line is harder for us creatives because we have to take the fluff out of it. We have to take the beautiful imagery out of it and get straight to the point. That's why they're so short. So did you see the one that I sent over as a suggestion?
No, I haven't been. Is it in my email or is it?
You didn't even look at it.
No, not yet.
Didn't even look at it. I think I put it in here. Where did I put it? Child, where did I put it? Updated. I really thought I put it in here. Wait, do you guys see it? Because I don't. Oh, maybe I put it here. Okay, I found it, Dia. Yeah, Shaylee, getting straight to the point is really hard, especially because if you're a writer, usually as a writer, you want the imagery and the colorful language. Like you want to draw, you want to write out the picture. You want to describe the picture so it feels like I'm there. And that is beautiful and wonderful, and don't change that. Except when you're doing a log line, I just need the who, the what, and the why. That's it. It is, I know, it is so hard, but that's why you guys come to class, so we can work on it. We can work on it. Dia, where'd you go, honey? You have us on pause.
Okay.
There you are.
I was trying to go find the comment, y'all. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Did you find it? Because I have it right here. I'll just read it for
I
you.
found it, but I can't. I guess it's not gonna let me do both, so you can read it.
Gotcha. Okay, this is what I said. I said, almost there, Dia. It still reads like a summary or like you're trying to weave the story in. But here's a version I came up with you for you to use as a guide, okay? And I want to know your thoughts on it, so I'm going to read it. When rising comedy star Kennedy Kincaid unexpectedly inherits a comedy club, she never expected murder to be part of the act. As egos clash, bodies drop. Can she juggle punchlines and peril, or will the next set be her last? Laughing has never been so deadly.
Yes,
Okay?
I
It's
like.
still long. It's still wordy. So I sent it to you for you to like, you can trim out some of the fat, but that's just, it's way more punchier because right then when a rising comedian star,
Okay.
Kennedy Kincaid, right? So I have the subject, I have something like descriptive about her that defines her within this, and that's a rising comedian star, unexpectedly inherits a comedy club,
Okay.
which is the shortest way to say wasn't on her bingo card, right? So we get right to it. She never expected murder to be part of the act. Whatever that means, right? I would almost leave it at that, except for we have to have the conflict, which is her trying to figure out the murder. So I don't think I did a good job of adding that in there. But if you look through that, read through that, it's in here. I'm gonna tag. I think can I tag you in this over here? No, they won't let me. But it's in where you put it in the updated pitch decks.
Right.
It's in there under your log line.
Okay.
Okay, not under the image, but under the log line, the first thing you posted. So it's there. But I looked that over. Tell me what you think about that, because I has a lot of punch in it, but it's still a little bit long.
Okay.
Okay,
I
but I
got it.
love as egos clash and bodies drop.
Yeah, I did like that.
Can she juggle punchlines and peril? See, I'm a writer too. That's why I get dramatic, and then you still have to tell me to cut it back. Like I still have to. I have to then look at it myself and go, "Ooh, too long," but I love it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I think that's the only part is me
You
trying
got it.
to sum it all down to basically a little bit.
One sentence,
Okay.
and punch it up. That's it. So try it again, but I like this one better than the original one. Like we still have to get out of the idea of trying to weave the story into the log line. We
Okay.
just want who, what, and what curiosity.
And the tagline was okay, or we need.
No, I love the tagline. Laughing has never been so deadly.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Okay.
I love it. You don't need the dot dot dots though.
Okay.
I get again, writers, yes, but for your tagline, your log line, you don't need punctuation.
Okay.
You don't. We'll get it. We'll understand how to say it. We'll understand the awkward pause. We'll understand it. Also, I'm Gen X, so I get it anyway. Uh, we love a dot dot dot. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta
Let's
let them
see.
know something else coming. Okay. So I'll revise it and we'll post it again.
Yes. Yes. I love this. I'm going through this now with this someone like they hired me to like do exactly this with them, which you guys, I'm telling you, if I were not me, I'd be all up in this class just like y'all. I'd be like, what? Because I'm literally, someone else is paying me like thousands of dollars to do exactly this with them. But it was just funny because it's part of, I call it the story program. But they're getting so frustrated with me because I'm like, cut it down. They're like, I'm like, cut it down. They're like, but I already did. I'm like, cut it down.
It's okay. We're gonna figure it out. So by the time we get ready to shoot it, everything will be together.
Honey, we got to get somebody to buy it. So we got to cut it down. I'm sure the ocean part of it, the full developed part of it, I'm sure it's beautiful and wonderful because you're a great writer. It's just getting it down to that glass of water. You just want hand over a glass of water and someone goes, oh, that's so good.
Right.
Give me more.
Okay.
Right? But no, this is great. Look at everyone. Great job. Great job. Oh, I love
Thank
it.
y'all.
They're so encouraging in this live. Okay, I'm kicking you off though.
Okay.
Thank
Bye.
you so much. Bye. Yay! Y'all are doing so good. So good. I'm going to say I think I have the best students. I think I'm going to go ahead and say that. I don't know what the other professors are doing, but I think my students are probably the best students. Hi. Hi, Harrison. Sweetie, I can't play with you. Okay? We're in a lesson. Okay, so that was Dia. And then Nancy, are you in here? Because I feel like I saw you earlier, Nancy, but I wasn't sure. Oh, Steph, not the private sessions of it. Steph. What am I gonna do without you, honey? You are forever in here. Only the best students are the best friends. No, you guys are fantastic. Fantastic. Okay, Nancy, are you in here? I don't see you anymore. Wait, Nancy, you're Hopeful Moon official? Oh, okay, got it. Okay, so let me pull up your thing. Got it. So you're Hopeful Moon official. Okay, that's why y'all. I'd be like, give me all your stuff because all your names because I don't know. Oh wait, did I not put yours in here? Oh wait, you know what? Give me 2 seconds. I need to move yours over to. Da-da-da. I know Nancy's like, I'm here. Sorry, girls. Yes. Okay, let me see if it pops up now. Okay, shrink this guy down. I just love the colors in this one. Like I'm drawn in by the colors alone. Okay, where are you? Hopeful Moon official. Okay, come on in.
Hello.
Okay, Nancy, right?
Yes.
Okay, I love how you were like, I'm here. And I was like, where's Nancy? Where is she? Okay, so can you guys all see it? Old people have the best drama. They really do. They really do. Okay, let me pull it up on my computer. Okay, so can you guys see that? Should I make it a little bit bigger? I just love the colors in this. This is like so good. Okay, I don't want to increase the size of my face. Okay, so Nancy, I'm going to tell you what I love about this off the top. I love the colors.
All right.
It draws. It reminds me of that grandma that Miley Cyrus was like loving, and she was on all the red carpets for a little while. What was that woman's name?
Yes. I know who you're
It was
talking
Batty something Batty. Grandma Batty or something. I don't know. She was adorable, but she would wear vibrant colors like this all the time. So I love that. I also love that it's old people. Like absolutely love it. Absolutely love it. And there's a lot of shows, Frankie and Grace, really good.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Old people stories, love it. And then just I think of also on TikTok the senior citizen hype house. What are they called? The retired house.
Oh, I've
It's
seen them. Yes.
yeah, they're so adorable. Okay, so love the colors. I'm drawn in already. For me though, I don't know what I'm being drawn into from the visuals.
Right.
Like, because it's so beautiful that I almost think I'm being pulled into like a fashion something.
Mm.
But I don't know, right? But that's like just off the visual. I don't know. But I think the pop of color is so good that I'm here. I'm looking. Now I'm curious. Okay. So I would say maybe keep the main photo, but then maybe the side photos give me a little bit more of the world.
Okay.
Like I don't know if you were here on Sunday when I was like, why does everybody have knives in their
No, I wasn't here.
all the victims had knives, and I was like, Lord, y'all, you can depict murder with another something. It's not gonna be a knife, But I'm going to give you the opposite. I'm going to say, not that you need to have a knife in this, but something that indicates murder mystery somewhere. Because the two old people, they just like, one looks like he's struggling to figure out the phone, and the other one looks like she's scrolling through like her grandkids' Facebook page.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it almost looks too much like an ad for a senior citizen home. Give me some darkness, a little like sassiness from the others. Okay, so with that said, though, let's get to the content. Nosy, I love the title. I want it bigger. I want to see it more. I do, but I love it. Nosy, move over Sherlock. Absolutely love the tagline. Move over Sherlock. Love it. Let's see. And then everyone had their contact info, but I like how I can see your contact info. I just don't want it at the top. I feel like that space could be used for something else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could use that space for something. I'd put your name maybe down by the telephone.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe down by the telephone, because that'll help it pop out. Then let's go through your log line. After the murder of a fortune cookie writer, which love, a group of nosy, technologically impaired retirees join forces to solve crimes before they are next. Love it. Okay, so it's sort of the same with what I was saying with Dia. It feels like you are a writer and you're trying to weave in the story points in your log line. So certain words like after the murder of a fortune cookie writer, which you should hyphenate that so that it can be read as like fortune cookie.
Okay.
Fortune cookie writer. So after the murder of a fortune cookie writer, a group of nosy, technologically impaired retirees, which almost feels like obvious, right?
Right.
Like if they're old folks, they're not going to know how to use technology.
True.
So we don't necessarily need that. But I'm trying to be, because I want you to tell me something about them. Like I love that they're nosy, and that's the whole point of it. But tell me how nosy they are. Like, are they obnoxiously nosy? Are they incessantly nosy? Are they gossipy and nosy? Like, give me something else that gives me like a way to measure their nosiness.
Okay, the degree of nosiness. Like,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of like maybe they're like the neighborhood watch, so they have a reason to be together, but I wasn't sure.
That's interesting. A neighborhood watch of old biddies,
Uh-huh.
and there's a murder, and now they got to solve it because they
Uh-huh.
think they're next. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sign me up immediately. Immediately. Also, one of my favorite shows is Murder, She Wrote, so I kind of feel like I'm biased, but sign me up. So that's what I want to know in your logline. Like, I like the neighborhood watch,
Mhm.
because then you don't necessarily have to tell me they're nosy because it's in the title, and I understand their job is to poke around
Okay.
and be in people's business, even if they were like the HOA.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, why is the HOA trying to solve murders?
That'll be
And I
good.
can already see like you have one of them is like a by the book person. So they're like, no, it's not the code. It's not da da da. And they're like, we're trying to solve a murder. It's a dead body. You know, like I can kind of like see that. So that would be good, fun energy. But tell me that in the log line, because that is instantly pulls me in. And I know what to expect in that world, right? So yeah, you can take out technologically advanced or impaired, sorry. I like keep retirees in, because then you're telling me they're old without telling me they're old. And then join forces to solve the crime. A more succinct way to say that is to add in their neighborhood watch or their HOA members, because they're already linked together. And I know why, and I want to hear about it. And then I'm also thinking murders in the building a little bit, which is doing really well. So it's not a bad thing to be compared to. And then before they are next, I love it. But give me something like they fear they're next, or they're being picked off one by one. So you could tell me that by like the fortune cookie writer is their neighbor and fortune cookie writer, or maybe I don't need fortune cookie writer. Like if you give me some other descriptive or descriptor, like if it's their neighbor, then it feels like they might be next, or there's some conspiracy, right?
Mhm.
Or I care that he's a fortune cookie writer in the log line if they all work at a Chinese restaurant,
Right.
you know? Otherwise, I don't care about his job. I care about their job. And so they're the subject. So then you're describing them to me. Like I want to walk away knowing the most about the subject, not the conflict, because the murders kind of sets up the conflict, you know?
Mhm.
So yeah, I would play around with it a little bit, but I love this concept. I'm already laughing, and I haven't read one single word of the script, and I'm already laughing.
Thank you.
So yeah. Okay, so tell me a little bit about this project. Is this something is this something that you made up just for the homework, or is it something that you kind of have been trying to create, or you want to create now that you came up with it? Like, where are you with it?
I just came up for it for the assignment, but it sounded like something that I would write anyway.
No, I think it's fantastic. I definitely think you should develop it, and sort of write something to it. I think would be fantastic. Because I'm already like, I promise you, I'm already laughing. I'm like, oh, this is funny. Because every scenario is in my head right now. Like, even like the guest characters, right? Like now they have to go and interrogate someone like with a walker. Do you know what I'm saying? Or they're trying to flee like a crime scene before the cops get there, and they are moving slow as molasses, puffing and puffing, trying as fast as they can, and then the wide shot is them going as slow as humanly possible. So I think that's fun. There are activities. Something could go down in like water aerobics, like, or they could like so I'm already seeing the scenarios, and I'm already seeing this a full season as opposed to like a limited series.
Mhm.
So I think you definitely should invest in this one. This one's really good.
Thank you so much.
You are so welcome, Nancy. Do you have any questions? Because off of this, I would give you, as far as a grade goes, I think your visuals are perfect. They draw me in, with the caveat that it doesn't draw me into a specific world,
Mhm.
but like if this came across my desk, I'm interested in it, you know? And then I'll be pleasantly surprised at what the world actually is. So I think the way to change that is to swap out some of these side visuals with something that indicates murder or mystery, like old people with a monocle. I don't know. That one's silly, but like something that indicates mystery and murder and them solving it out, but still keeping that like fun energy with it. So I think those are just little tweaks, and that's just finding the right visuals. But so I would give you your full 50% for the title page, and then your log line, I would just cut it down a little bit. So I'd probably take about 5% off of that. So you're looking at, I'd probably give you like a 95% for it overall.
Thank you.
Yes, you guys are doing great though. I am loving all these ideas, and I want you guys to all, Nancy, do the idea. I think it's fantastic.
Thank you so much. I
You're
appreciate all the
welcome.
guidance and the support.
Oh, you're so welcome. Now I'm kicking you off my live.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye. Oh, I love that one. I love those colors are just so it looks like the cover of a magazine. And that's why I like it so much. Okay, you guys, we are getting through the list. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so Nash, I have you next. You're still in here, right, Nash? I think I saw you. Okay, so Nash, which one is yours? Because I didn't have yours pulled up. I yes, Nash. Where is yours? What is yours? Let's see. TV Detective Jester. Okay, let's see. Nothing. Let's see if I can find you. And it's under wait, is it under Nash? What's your actual name? Let's see. Film this. Who's Armani? The Case of the Campus Killer. I really want to talk about that one. I need you guys to pop up on these lives. No, even just scrolling, Nancy's colors, they just so pop as I'm scrolling through it. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, darling. Ooh, okay. Okay, Nash, I see it. Okay, Detective Gesture. Let's see, did I get the whole thing? Okay, actually, let me do another. Let me do that. Redo that. Okay, airdrop. Just so you guys know, I'm working magic over here as I'm dropping this stuff in. Okay, so you have your first page and then your log line. Let's get that. Okay, let's see if that will just go to my iPhone. Yay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let me pull these up and then let me pull it up over here. Okay, where are you, Nash? Let me pull your pitch thing up first. We love. Oh, you guys, can I learn how to work these things? Okay, where are you, Nash? Are you hiding? There you are. There you are. Okay, oh, you came on quick. Nash is not playing around.
I don't know how to work this thing. There we go.
Great. What do you mean? You got on here so quick.
I think. Did I do it right? Oh, Lord.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
here. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay, I can hear you. You're good. You're good.
Hi, guys. I am like nervous because I'm like, I don't want to go after all those wonderful pitches.
You are one of the wonderful pitches. What
I'm
are you
a good
talking about?
idea builder. Like, if you give me something, I can like run with it. Starting from scratch, I don't know.
Well, let me be the judge of that, darling. Okay, so let me pull it up on my computer so I can see it nice and big. Detective Gesture. Okay, I'm going to tell you immediately, I know what world I'm in. I'm in the world already. We're in medieval times. There's kings, queens, there's courts, there's a jester, and I'm going to say that wrong every time. Sorry, just
That's okay.
forgive me.
I pronounce it wrong too. That's okay.
Jester. Yes. There's a jester. So I already know this is going to be funny. It reminds me of what's that old series, Mighty Python, the British series or British movies. It reminds me of that already.
Okay, good. Good.
Yeah, I think I'm in the world.
Okay.
Yeah. I love how I never remember anything and you guys are always like, ugh, it's girl, you can't remember nothing. I'm like, I can't. I'm old people. Okay, so Detective Jester. I love this immediately for the world building. The visuals grabbed me in immediately. There's literally nothing else for you to do because I know exactly what I'm stepping into.
Okay.
I almost think what's that Martin Lawrence movie? Night something? That's another old school movie. What is that?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Somebody will put it in the
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, where he like went back in time. Black Knight. There you
Yes.
go. Yeah, so I almost get that energy. Almost. But I'm seeing this as more highbrow than that.
Yes.
But still, but I still get like the comedy is there. So the visuals 100%. Everything's perfect. I love the even though I can't pronounce it because I say gesture instead of jester. It's simple and straightforward and to the point.
Okay. I didn't know if it was going to be too like obvious, like the title. Okay.
I mean, yes, it is. But also, so is Sherlock Holmes. Like,
I wanted something that people could like remember. Like, you don't have to like think too hard to like, oh, that's the show I like. You know what I mean? I want the name to be right there.
I love it. I love it. There is an opportunity to be more witty with the title. Like, I don't know, royal murder, royal, so, like there's ways that you can kind of like be witty with it, and
Well,
it
the
would
show
work.
is more about him. Like the show is literally like centered on him. So I didn't want to like take into consideration the murder because like if I'm thinking about multiple seasons, like it's not necessarily going to be murder every season. So I'm like, I just want it to be like,
He's like a detective. I love
yeah,
it.
just about him. And this is kind of like before the age of detectives. So he's going to be kind of discovering a lot of like fingerprint stuff, like accidentally knocking over a powder, and it's like, ooh, like he discovers or invents fingerprinting, like
I love it.
so.
So here's what I love. I love that detective is in the title, but within the show, he's not referred to as detective at all.
No, 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 no.
I love that. 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 He's just like stumbling into this, like, and we're as the audience figuring it out with him too.
Yes.
What do you mean you can't create from scratch? What are you talking about? I swear y'all just want me to yell at you.
Don't yell at
I
me, please.
swear. I think you guys are like, if Jillian yells at me today, or she hasn't yelled at anyone yet, let me tell her I have no idea what I'm doing and then have a brilliant idea. Okay. Okay, Detective Jester. Okay, let's get to your tagline. The joke's on you. Okay. Okay. Okay, I like it. I would take the out of it and just say joke's on you. That's a small change.
Okay. Because essentially the entire TV show is a joke on the audience. So while you think you're figuring it out with him, like the entire thing, like by the end, by the time the entire series ends, you're gonna be like, I'm an idiot. How did I not like see this? How like it's literally a joke on the entire audience.
Okay. Okay. Put a pin on that because I need you to explain that to me. I'm intrigued, but let me see if the log line gives it to me.
Okay.
Okay. So log line. After visiting rivals of the royal family, after visiting rivals of the royal family begin to go missing. After visiting rivals of the royal family. Wait, am I missing that? After visiting rivals, the royal family begin to go missing. A court jester. Oh, got it. That's me. Okay. After visiting rivals of the royal family begin to go missing, a court jester must cloak his investigations with antics to unveil a dark century-old secret. In this comedic murder mystery, you might miss the truth if you're too busy. What in the what? Do you want me to yell at you?
No.
In fact, I'm not going to yell at you. I'm going to let the chat yell at you. Can you guys please yell at Nash? Because this is perfect. Please yell at her. Up here wasting our time, honey, talking about, I don't know how. I can't do it. Oh, no. Proceeds to win an Oscar. I cannot.
Oh my God.
Then they are yelling at you. I'm glad. Thank you.
Oh
Thank
God.
you,
Someone put the bullhorn. Oh my
yes. Yes. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to see. Because, I learned how to use my sound effects.
Oh God.
I don't know which one to use. That's all I got. How about that? How's that? I don't know. This? That's appropriate. That is appropriate. Okay, one more time. That is appropriate because this is so good. Someone said just go to bed, Nash.
Funny enough, it's past my bedtime, you guys. I'm tired. I'm an old woman.
Girl, me too. But first of all, I'm just gonna after visiting rivals of the royal family begin to go missing, a court jester must cloak his investigations with antics to unveil a dark century-old secret. In this comedic murder mystery, you might miss the truth if you're too busy laughing. Like, I literally have no notes.
Stop lying.
I have no notes.
Oh my God.
Chat, do we have notes? I have no notes.
This is crazy.
No, you're crazy. Nash.
This is crazy.
Nash. I have no notes. I literally have nothing to tell you. Literally, the tagline, take the word the out of it.
Okay.
That's the note. That's it. Joke's on you. Joke's on me, actually. Is this part of the grand design? Is the joke on me?
No, absolutely. This came to me while I was sleeping, you guys. I woke up out of my sleep and I'm not, no joke. I was sleeping. I was like, because I couldn't figure out what to write. And then yeah.
No, this is after visiting rivals of the royal family begin to go missing, a court jester cloaks his investigations with antics to unveil a dark century-old secret. Oh, puts centuries old. Make that plural.
Okay.
Even if it's not, it just sounds good. Dark centuries old secret. In this comedic murder mystery, you might miss the truth if you're too busy laughing. I literally don't know what to say. This is fantastic.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's absolutely fantastic. I'm gonna put the other one up just so people can see it. But like this is like the I do not want my face to get bigger. I guess I can't change it. If you guys can see that, hopefully. So that's a tagline. No, that you brought me into the world immediately. I know who my subject is. I know the time period. I know, I'm assuming the location is it US or is it England?
It's medieval, not necessarily England, but Scotland, Wales,
Okay.
Viking era, kind of like around that time period.
You're giving me that. Visually, I'm there immediately. It's perfect. If I were to give you a hard critique, and this is not even a hard critique, it would see if you can come up with a wittier title.
Okay.
And I feel like you will. But this title is also fine.
Okay.
It's also fine. What's the jester's name? Does he have one?
He doesn't have a name. So it's also kind of social commentary. Mm-hmm. One, he's Black, and in medieval times you don't really see a lot of Black people. So it's like he's so invisible. His job is invisible. His skin color is invisible. Like he's able to get into rooms and maneuver into places that nobody's even looking at him. Like people will just say things openly while he's there, and nobody's thinking about it because like, oh, it's just the jester. It's this one random man in the corner. Like nobody is even looking at him.
How did I know that?
So that's why I want the title to be like about him, mm-hmm. because it's like everybody else is overlooking him, but he is literally the main person.
I absolutely love it. And I don't know how I could tell that from this, but I could tell that he didn't have a name. Like I could tell that he was going to be a character that he's it. Like there's no name. No one's going to ever refer to him as anything but the jester.
Yeah.
Jester, if I could say it correctly. I love it. I have no notes. I'm sorry. You might be beating Anita. I'm sorry. You might be tied with Anita.
Oh, that's a huge compliment.
Is Anita on here? Because she's got some competition. Okay. No, I love it. Like I literally want to see this. Like I want to watch it. I do.
Oh my God.
Not Alicia going, oh shoot. Not a class rivalry. No rivalry, but also no, just kidding. No, I promise, Nash. This is great. I don't know why you were nervous. This was fantastic. I have no notes. There's nothing else I can say about it, other than I want you to copyright this. I want you to take it to WGA website, pay your $20 to get it into their vault, okay. And I would build this out.
Are you serious? Oh my God!
It's a unique concept. The fact that it's a time period, and the fact that the main character is Black in a time period where we don't see Black people. They conveniently leave us out, even though we existed, but whatever. I love it. There's social commentary attached with it, like subtle. It's funny. Like I can think of like 3 or 4 actors off the top of my head that would be great in this role.
Oh my God.
No, I mean, like to the extreme, you have Marlon Wayans, right? To the extreme. Mm-hmm. Not sure you could pull off the like intellectual side of it, but like, no, just because his humor is more slapstick, but like, I see what the vision is for this, and it's not slapstick necessarily. Like that's part of it, but it's also like a smart funny.
Yeah, like he's really smart. Like no, people just don't pay attention to him.
He took the job he could take.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Pretty
Now
much.
he's solving murder, saving these people's lives. They don't even know it.
Or are their lives actually in danger?
Joke's on me. Joke's on me. He's been the threat the whole time. Just kidding. No, I love it. So yes, this is my advice for you. Go ahead and register it. Build it out. Work on it. Get it. Create the ocean. And then, it started as a cup of water, but we can work backwards and build out the ocean because I think it's fantastic. Okay?
Oh, thank you. I honestly did not expect this. Thank you.
This is so funny because I'm like, girl, why are we nervous? Like, who can I send this pitch to right now? Like, what are we even talking about? Like, I don't even have stories or like a plot or a pilot. And I'm like, it's fine. Who will take this?
Oh my God.
Yes, register immediately, and then let's work on building it out.
Also, side note, I just want to say, you teaching us about log lines today so I started watching Night Agent. I was reading what I call the blurb before I watch stuff. And I was like, oh my God, that's a log line. I was like, the more you know. Anyways, so thank you.
I bet you it was long. Was it long?
No, not really. Not really. It was pretty good.
Sometimes they expand on them a little bit for like once it's like on air and they have like season 1 and season 2, they like expand a little bit more, and I'm like, so long, I can't take it. But yes, I'm glad you're watching the Night Agent.
But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna go, you said WGA, I'm gonna go register like literally tonight because apparently this makes sense to my brain. I didn't realize my brain made sense.
No, literally all the comments are like, just say it's perfect. They're like, oh, so good. So good.
Thank you guys so much.
Yes, it's good. Okay, I'm kicking you off now.
Bye.
Bye. So good. So good. I really like this one. I tell you. See, you guys are coming on here being nervous and you're already professionals. Okay, so that was Nash. I love it. And Nash was at the bottom of the list because Nash did not want to show up. Okay, so who is in here? Because I have, let's see, we did 1, 2, 3, 4. We did 5 of them already. Guys, I don't think I have another one in me. It's already 10:30. Nash, you did good. I really didn't want to go. Okay, guys, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more people that I cannot get to today. It's already 10:30. So, God sister, I know you want to do it. Can you do tomorrow? Where are you? Because I know you're in here. Or a God sister, can you do tomorrow? We can do 1 or 2 tomorrow after we teach the class because I want to get our other lesson in. So we go live at 7:30 Eastern tomorrow, and I'll probably teach like an hour tomorrow, and then we'll go back into more of these. So what time works for you? Can you hop on? I think if you're on at 7:30 for the whole thing, great. But if you want to come on just for your part tomorrow, yeah, I think tomorrow. So the lesson that was supposed to happen today, not the mini lesson, but the lesson that was supposed to happen today, I'm going to teach a little bit of it tomorrow because brand buyout stuff, the buyer mandates, I feel like that's just like a mini lesson. I don't think you guys need a recap on that. Yeah, I don't think you guys need a recap on that. Okay, that's good. God sister. Okay, the God sister. Because I keep wanting to say the good sis. When I see the God sister, I want to be like, okay, good sis. Yes, you can always do a private Steph, I absolutely adore you. You can always do a private session. You can. Okay, so the God sister, you are tomorrow first on the list. And then, okay, Dana Noel, are you still in here? Dana Noel. That's so funny, Ebold. We did Mein Father is Dead and Detective Jester. Right? And they were both, because that was the same thing. Both of them were just like ideal and like totally draw you into that world. Can I register the one I did or should I work on it more? Register it. If you guys, here's the thing. Anytime you want to register any idea that you have, go for it. You don't have to wait for me to say, go register it. If it's something that you know that you want to work on and you're dedicated to, go ahead and get it registered. That's why I like WGA, because it's like $20 and it can just be your notes. It can be your, like the first 2 pages of your pitch deck. It could be a little synopsis. I encourage people to, like, along with your pitch deck, write out a quick little synopsis, whatever it looks like. It doesn't have to be perfect. You just have to indicate that this is the time in which you had this idea, and give some detail about it. And then you can flesh it out from there. So I do WGA West. But someone told me you can also do East. I just default to West whenever. I just default to them. I'm going to send me the right WG website link. Oh, that's so interesting, Nash, because it is in the guide. Actually, it's not. It's in Shape Your Idea into a TV Pitch, my first book. But that one reads more like a book, and it's harder to kind of find the information as a one-off, but I do love it. Wait, Nash, I think you have that one. Right, Nash? I think you bought Shape Your Idea into a TV Pitch. Or am I not? Oh, I might be getting you mixed up. I'm getting you mixed up with 50 Now What podcast, because you guys' profile picture you both have on pink. So I don't think that was you. When I was a student at SCAD, we always registered. Yeah, I just default to WGA West. And I'm assuming you can do it for East too, but that's just, I always did West. So that's what I recommend. But any idea, the way WGA West works, it's a vault. Okay. So I try to say, keep in mind, it is a vault. So it goes in and nobody can take it out but you, which is different than copywriting, trademarking, all that other kind of stuff, because it goes into a database and anyone can find that database. Anyone can look it up. With WGA West, it's just you put it in the vault and it stays locked in there until you need to pull it out. And that's usually because you want to challenge someone on the idea belonging to you. So it's really easy. It's really straightforward, and it can be in any capacity. And it's only $20. I think copyright starts at like 40, I think. And then you have to put collaborators and blah, blah, blah. It's like a whole thing. I do recommend doing that if you can, but absolutely WGA West is so easy to do. Just do it. IMT Shard. Oh, IMT Shardy. So can you do tomorrow? Wait, Sharday, is that you? Yes. Sharday, do you want to do tomorrow? Can you do tomorrow as well? That's you. So I was looking for you. So you would be second on my list tomorrow if you can. No, you just do it once. Our 10-page super crazy psychological thriller this week. I got into it. I love it, Chase. We love to hear that. Do you register as a student? Is that an option? I don't remember. It's been a while, and I'm like on autopilot when I do it. I don't think it matters. I think you just have to register it. I am Alethea. Did I get yours? No. Do you want to do, if it's in Patreon, yes, but I probably haven't looked at it. You guys see the list. There's so many people in there. Let's see. Oh, yes. And then I posted it for you. Yes. So yours is in Patreon and I posted it for you. Let me just find it. Let me just double check and make sure. Yes. Guys, there's so many. I'm so excited about this. Your Bon Bunny, the Candyland Chronicles. Love it. You just posted that 9 minutes ago. I love it. You guys are so funny. Let's see. It's under my name, so it should be easier for me to find it, but let's see. Scrolling. I just want to, Lethea, I just want to put my eyes on it so I know, but I know I put it in here. I just want to put my eyes on it. Nash, this is so good, Nash. I just scrolled past yours again. Paranormal podcast. I want to talk about that one, Caitlin, if you're on here. Crystal, we did yours. Marissa too, Sherlock Gnome. That sounds so cute. Where is it? Why can't I find? Oh, here we go. Dead Funny. One mic, many nights, multiple murders. Yes, Lethea, I got it. I got it. Okay, so I'm putting you on the list. Okay, so for tomorrow, because y'all be having me here on class for 3 hours. 3 hours. Okay, so for tomorrow, these are the people that have to be in the live tomorrow. The God Sister. I am T. Charday. I am Lethea. I am Lethea. Lethea, you're going to be third tomorrow. Okay, so we already have our first 3 for tomorrow. We're going to do a mini lesson, and I'm going to try to see if I can get through 5 more tomorrow, because we did 5 today. That was a decent amount. We went a little bit longer on the lesson than I thought we would. So then Wednesday's lesson, it's a new lesson, but I'll do like half of it. And then on Tuesday, we'll finish it all out. I definitely want this lesson done by time we talk to Nicole Toussaint, who is one of the executive producers for Night Agent, okay? I definitely want to have you guys understanding synopsis and summary and stuff before we go into a conversation with her. How do I get into the Patreon? I was checking the bio. Let me show you. Luckily, we can do a tutorial. Let's see, remind me in 15 minutes. Okay, so you want to go. There we go. Okay, so you're going to go to my profile. And you're going to hit the link. It says Stan Store. It's the only link. You're going to hit that. When all of these pop up, you're going to hit the first one. It says Stan Store. You'll hit that. It'll take you here. And here you'll see, what's that? The ultimate guide to creating a pitch deck for purchase that. Okay? Before you purchase that, once you purchase that, you're going to click this link right here. Oh, dang it. I didn't actually mean to go to it. Okay, when you get here, you see these links, TikTok, YouTube, Patreon is the third one. Click on that. It'll take you to Patreon. It'll take you right here. La 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 la. Yes. Look at you, Ebold. Let them know what a log line is, okay? Because some people done forgot. We have 89 members in our Patreon. I'm so excited about that. Yes, thank you, Lethea. Everyone did such a great job today. I enjoy these. So much. I just wish mentally I only have the capacity to do about 5, and then I'm like, my brain is like, too much creativity. So I only wish I could do more in this like allotted time, but we'll do 5 tomorrow. We already have 3 officially lined up for tomorrow. Lethea, my Cash App. Girl, I don't have a Cash App. You can just tip me. I don't know. I don't have cash. Do I have Cash App? I don't know. Purchase the guide. If you want to support me in a monetary sort of way, purchasing the guide is the quickest, easiest, straightforward way. And I don't feel crazy about it, because then I know that you're getting a good value for what you're about. Like, I know you're getting value out of it. Even though I know you guys are getting value out of the class as well, the guide is just the best way that I feel the most comfortable with. Not asking for people's Zelle. Lord, jeez. Oh, Lord. Okay. Steph, we're going to pin this up here, okay? Zelle, you can do through my email address, but my personal email. So that's Jillian Carter, my first and last name, at gmail.com. It will work there. But also, just buy the guide. It's so easy, and it like benefits you too. We need a class meetup for the semester. Do y'all live in rural Virginia, where I am right now? No, then there won't be any meetups. And I wouldn't meet up here anyway because I can't get a good martini to save my life, honey. I know, Lethea, you're so sweet. Yes, you know what I can do, Lethea? Sorry, let me see if I can do this right now, just because I do appreciate you guys wanting to like contribute and say thank you in that way. And I do appreciate it. So let me see if I can do this thingy. No. No, I don't think I can do that on here. I'm going to explore a way, but in the meantime, again, if you buy the guide, that is such a great way to support me and makes me feel good about it too, because I know you guys are getting some value out of it. So I'm going to continue to push that, but I will, for people like Lethea who want to shove money down my bra. I'm not opposed to that. So I'll set something up within either Patreon or on my link so that you can do that easily. Let's see. I know, honey. If you want to put the money down my bosom, it's okay. But let me know when you're in NYC. Yes. Okay, Lethea. Oh, Seattle. Roanoke, Virginia. Oh, Lord. No, but yes, if we could manage that, maybe we'll do like a virtual meetup. That would be good, right? A virtual meetup. And we'll do like a Zoom call so everybody can like be on it. Okay, but I'm going to bed, y'all. It is 10:30 where I am. Y'all kept me on this live for so long. Okay, so just remember, quick commercial break. We already went over the guide. Go purchase the guide. Either one. This one, though, the guide is specific for this class. There's also another one, Shape Your Idea into a TV Pitch. That's more for unscripted shows like reality shows, talk shows, interview style shows, podcast that sort of help you sort of get the idea out of here and put it on paper. But the guide is specifically for class. The second thing is join our Patreon after the 15th. It's going to change and shape a little bit. And anyone joining after the 15th will have to go into a paid tier. And you guys are fantastic. I want all of you guys to be in the non-paid tier because, you know, you're trendsetters. So that's why you set the trend. Okay. So that's my thank you to you for setting the trend and sticking to it. And then what's the other thing I want to tell you guys? Oh, it's homework. Make sure you get your homework done. You can turn in Sunday. I'm going to create a new chat in the group, in the Patreon group for your homework. And I will see you guys tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Also, our live pitch workshop is starring Autumn. Autumn is going to be doing her pitch on Sunday. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, yes, Alicia, I'm heading out too, Alicia, honey. I'm trying to get out of here. I'm like that old church lady who stays after service is over. Okay. Church has ended and I'm still yapping to you guys on a mic that's not plugged in. Okay. So have a lovely night. Okay. Actually, I am going to go. Thank you so much, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Okay. A lesson and then more of this. All right. Have a good night, guys.